Yes, it's beautiful. Keep going.
He always does.
Okay, this question is for Red River.
Yes.
And yes, it just felt like it that kill felt like it was a like you were savoring it as it was happening. Like maybe you didn't go into it doing that, but after it happened, it was just kind of like one of those moments where you were just taken back. Can you walk us through that time for
Damn.
you?
Yeah. I sure can. Yeah. So, yeah, I'd like to thank my Patreon fans. Um, yeah. So, walk you through the kill or what was going through my mind? What, the whole thing? What are we talking about here?
What was it? It just felt like it was a long time, and then you got back into the rightful Red River, like your
Got it.
roots. You know, you went into your
Yeah.
roots. Uh,
Yeah. So,
can you?
remember? Yeah, that's
You
a good
spent
question.
a
That's a good
long
question.
time on boat without being able to be fully yourself. So in that moment, what was that like for you?
Yeah. So, you know, I'm gonna talk. Should I talk about Red River? I'm gonna talk in the third person about Red River for this part. Yeah. So I'm explaining. Yeah. I'm explaining the thought process behind. I have insight over it. So yeah. So Red River is it's trying to. There's parts of his past he just doesn't like, and well he's got not a dark past, but like very violent. He's a very violent person. He doesn't want to be a violent person. Doesn't want to be known for being violent. It's too on the nose. But he's got a body count on him, big body count. He's worked as an enforcer before, charging people debts and different things like that. So, and that a couple of other personal dealings where he had to dispatch a few other folks. So, it's not something he wants to fully embrace. He's trying to. Part of the reason he's in this quest is to find other sides of him that are not just pure violence. But he is good at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of his things. That makes sense? Yeah. Right. Yeah. And it wasn't, you know, like Sarah said, it's been a long time since it's been that way, and he doesn't indulge in it. But there is a part of him that digs it. That's about it. You know.
Thank you, JP.
Yes, you're welcome.
This question is for Jasora. Or she's here. You're all here except for MC.
She wants to finish her food.
You're
Oh,
allowed to eat.
wow. Well,
You give permission to eat.
we'll move on to you.
Yeah.
It's like 6 o'clock her time. She needs food, or she'll be grumpy.
She does not. She does not.
And you're saying that so does Sweepy? That she brings it every single day?
I would also like to think of, yeah, I would like to think of Sweepy as our Meryl Streep. You know what I'm saying? It's Sweepy. For sure. Yeah.
Alright, then this question is for Angus. And if you could just. There was mention of a dance off in the tavern. And basically, just what inspired this dance off for you?
Well, you see, I did some quick math. I realized I was outnumbered and outgunned. And I'm a pretty good dancer, I'd say. I think Angus grew up with some hip hop lessons, some tap lessons.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
And he was really trying to dive into that era. He was really just trying to show off his moves. It didn't turn out well though, because I guess I am not very socially aware. I don't really get around much, so I didn't realize my dance moves were so weak. Yeah.
Literally challenging everybody to a dance off everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
That's a little too good of Angus that he was not aware of. Jazz. I can see it though, it checks.
I like that title. Meryl Streep. I think she likes it, but doesn't want to admit it.
That's exactly what Meryl Streep would say in The Devil Wears Prada.
She plays a character called Anna Winters.
We
I don't
can't
know
hear
if
your
it's
voice,
straight.
True. Mm. If you're changing scenes, it might have a different microphone. Like on that
Fully.
scene.
Okay, doing it now. And let's, we have to wait for the delay, and then hopefully it works.
Seems to be working now.
Okay, thank you. There will be an announcement about that, but I don't want to step on Sarah's game. Sarah, these are hard-hitting questions, and thank you, Liquid Death, for sponsoring this episode of Beyond the Dice. I just tried their new flavor, Stinky Boy Red. It was really good.
Yeah. Is that? Are you bullshitting? Because they do name their stuff funny, but I don't know if you're bullshitting.
No, I am bullshitting. I did try 2 of their new flavors yesterday because I have no self-control and I will pay $3 for a sparkling water at the gas station. One of them.
Just the kind of human you are.
God help
Okay
me,
with that.
dude. You know how much money I'd have in my pocket? I'd have spent it on something else. But yeah, there are 2 new flavors. One was agave. I don't remember the fun name they had though. And then the other was like a fucking lemonade or something. Anyway, sorry. I want to be Sarah's
Cohort?
cousin, and I'm Andy Richter. Like I'm the guy. I'm the haha good one. You know. I
Oh, your color commentary.
Yeah, I don't want to take up the attention from Sarah. Sarah's doing excellent work.
Yeah.
Speaking of excellent work, Sarah, didn't you have a question for someone else that you were gonna do to burn time now?
I have a question for Nomad.
Oh shit.
What like in the whole arc story of the booze production here? What's Nomad trying to do? What's his goal, or what do we think his goal is? You don't have to reveal it entirely, but where is this heading? His journey with booze. and Boo's making?
I feel like without revealing too much, Booze has kind of always been a part of my like backstory and upbringing. So kind of getting it going again will kind of help me heal in a way due to some past trauma. But also just purely being an enthusiast of booze is also fueling the drive to make my own.
Got it. I like it. I dig.
Sarah, did you have? Sarah, you take the reins on this thing, or I'll start talking about bullshit, and none of us want that.
You know, when we talk about, because we're fleshing out how Beyond the Dice could be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is all.
One
this
of the.
is pre. This is pre-planning.
Yeah.
We're
This
finding
is
out.
beta. This is beta. This is
beta.
piloting.
Mm-hmm.
I think the cool kind of behind the scenes segment could be like something unexpected, because you're planning a lot of contingencies, right? Like and you can kind of tell, but like from a DM perspective, what was like an unexpected moment or situationship
So far.
that took place? Yeah. So far.
Oh shit. Boy, a good bit. It's hard to navigate without giving anything away. Let me think.
Yeah.
In a broader sense, what I'm learning now, because I'm writing a few chapters down the line now for our adventure, and it's hard when I'm writing it. Sorry, that's a poor. They would have cut this out if we were on Conan, but
Yep. They sure would have.
the planning. I spend less time now writing characters you might interact with. And by that I mean like let's say there's a guard with a scar on his face. I will write when I first started this, I would write him or her like a backstory, right? Like what's his favorite color? Where did he grow up? Did he grow up here or did he immigrate here? When did he do it? Did he do it when he was young? Does he have friends here? Does he do it when he's older and he's new like you? And like a lot of the characters with this get this kind of treatment. And then I realized like you guys might just walk right past them, and that's not your fault, right? And I didn't fail as a storyteller, but how could I have predicted that right then one of your characters was really hungry? Why would they talk to this guy? So like now it's more about trusting, having a framework for characters, and then trusting I can improv something that fits in this world that I know pretty well now.
Right.
Make it fit.
Yes. Yeah. So it's more about world building and less about character development and what kind of characters live in this world kind of thing.
Yeah, but some people are more important. So some people still get that treatment because I feel like they're that valuable to the overarching story I'm going to tell. But it streamlines streamlines the writing much better now, because like maybe you don't need to know what that guy had to say, right? Was it added to the story? Maybe not. So or if I want to use it down the road, this guy still exists. We can use it down the road. So it's not wasted effort. It's just a skill that I'm learning.
Got it.
But what did he have for breakfast?
Oh, somebody drew a beautiful kitty cat. We are toying around in Whiteboard on Discord. It's technically a game, but I think it just lets us bullshit. Yeah, it's. I'm excited we're playing. Sarah, question for Amaya from the chat.
Okay.
They want to know, is there any... Is she based on anyone other than Ursula? Or is,
No.
Okay, so you thought, it would be fun? Ursula. And that was the end of it. Okay, cool.
Yeah. The only other thing was Tia Dalma from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Who's that now?
Hell yeah.
Is that...
He knows.
Is that Penelope Cruz? Penelope Cruz's character?
Who?
Penelope Cruz? She's in one of the newer ones, or the
No, it's not Penelope Cruz's character. She's in the third movie, I believe, and she's in love with Davy Jones, and she is the keeper of the locket or whatever or something. I don't remember exactly, but I just remember her distinctly. She's like a New Orleans witch type of deal. Um,
Mhm.
more than anything.
Yeah, she is.
I'm here for it. She was spooky, and she turned a bunch of people into crabs or something, right?
Yeah, she's Calypso.
Calypso. Yep, I'm backing it. Okay. Just a quick aside, isn't it weird how those movies took over the planet, grossed a gajillion dollars, and then just like fell off the face of the planet? Isn't that weird?
I don't think it was that weird considering, you know, Disney fired Johnny Depp because of the situation.
Oh, okay. I forgot about the onus. I forgot about everything else that was happening.
The lawsuit ended and they said we're sorry and paid him like $150 million to do another movie.
No. So it all worked out. So really, it all worked out.
Yeah,
It really is a Disney story through and through.
Right. It was. It's beautiful.
classic Disney.
Thank you. Can I say something? Thank you, Disney, because Disney probably owns any company that we would ever possibly work with.
Yeah, they probably
Yeah,
own Liquid.
I love Disney. Yeah.
Disney might own Twitch. I don't know. Do you have a question for each person, Sarah? That feels like a good format. Like if we had like a prepared question for everyone.
The question I had for Nomad was basically the question JP had, so that kind of worked itself out. I do have a question for Drew, and I do have a question for
I
Sweepy,
feel like I already answered.
and I don't have a question for MC. I feel like I don't care. It's on a similar format of.
Oh, thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome. It's on a similar format, kind of hinges off of JP's question, but mine would be out of all of our characters, and I think I know the answer, but I just want it said. Who surprises you the most? Like, who, like, dumps you or just, like, catches you by surprise the most?
I mean, all of you to a certain degree. When we're done here, I will tell you guys what I thought was gonna happen. Just for like, you know what I mean? Like when we're done with the campaign, I mean. But you all keep me on my toes a good bit. Who asked me the question? A lot of times, Hood asks a lot of questions and engages with a lot of things that I didn't think of. So right now, probably Red River or Angus. I think, but all of you do, and that's like the best part of this whole thing is like, how did I not think they would care about that X thing, you know, or like, oh, they want to take that, like they like at the end of the last one where you guys are in the warehouse and you're kind of on a schedule, and you guys are like, are there what's there, and I'm like, yeah, there's all sorts of there's like it's supplies, it's a warehouse. Is there any alcohol? Yeah, there is. Okay, we grab as many as we can, and all the MC being like, yeah, we grab all that we can. Like that's like an emergent thing that I never would have considered, that their fantasy characters would value. Oh, we've been traveling without alcohol for weeks. You know, it'd be really cool if we made sure to get some alcohol before we leave. And I think it just speaks to how well they role play and kind of lose themselves in it. Just let yourself be the character and be like kind of silly, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It's a priority in real life and in game.
Right. Or it's not even them in the character. You're right. Maybe it's them in real life being like, what would I do? I guess I would steal some of this alcohol.
I guess if I'm gonna get a boat with these assholes, I need a lot of alcohol.
Right. If I have to
That
listen
does
to
not
Drew
seem like
talk
that.
about waves again, I'd like to have some fantasy alcohol in my hands. That totally makes sense to me.
I feel like, alcohol and like food is a big part of being at sea.
Yeah, totally.
It's like you're there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's it. That's all you got.
That's all you got. So you gotta pass the time sometimes, and sometimes you're working, and sometimes you're sleeping, and sometimes you're drinking pirate juice.
Yeah. And that totally makes sense to me. I'm very much here for that.
Yeah.
And the last question was for Jasora.
I have one for her too. You go first though.
Oh, okay. Yours is probably better.
It's not.
But, Jasora.
Yeah.
For her character. As a mermaid, how does she feel about wearing clothes? And what happens to it when she goes swimming?
Well,
And does she often wear clothes? Like, is that like a thing for her?
um, I'm used to wearing clothes now, and even when I was in the water more, or like living amongst the merfolk, I frequented out of water. Um, so clothes are normal for me now. Um, I know this is me talking as Alex trying to think of like what happens to merfolk exactly when I get in the water because I have like fins on my legs, and I assume I have fins on my arms and like my fingers are webbed.
That
I
all
don't know if I
checks out.
make like a full transformation when I get in the water. I don't think I would. Um, but typically I'm wearing like light enough clothing that it doesn't weigh me down. It's like very simple, like oversized. Just a lot.
That checks out. Quick aside, Adam, in real life, are you able to access Miro?
Yeah, I've got the tab pulled up.
Okay, I can't get in. I assume I don't want to put any feelings in people's hearts, but I feel like you guys are probably going to travel. I might have to completely trust fall into your arms. Like on my side, it's like it's booting me as soon as I log in.
Really?
So that will be you don't log out, I guess is what I would say. Might be a thing on their end. I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm in, so
Okay.
we should be all good.
Okay, I would definitely trust fall into your arms. But my question for Swiffer / Jasora's actress here. Why did you why Druid? Like how did you get
Druid?
there? Yeah.
So I initially wanted to be, I think, cleric. I had interest. And then for some reason it crossed my mind. I was like, damn, Sarah might be a merfolk cleric. So I was looking at other ones, and I saw druid, and I'd never been a druid. And I figured like a creature like surrounded by other creatures and in the water, it was sort of fitting.
No, it totally checks out for me. I was just like, I was wondering how you
just
came
hadn't
to
tried it yet.
Yeah, I got you. That's cool. I'm here for it, and it totally fit the backstory we wrote. Like Jasora's was the easiest in terms of like this totally makes sense. Like this character existing and feeling this way, 100%.
And ChatGPT created.
Yeah, and thank God for ChatGPT for putting in that hard work. I have an issue. I have a lack of creativity visually sometimes. And there are a few characters that I don't fully know. I feel like what you guys think your character looks like and what I think they look like are different, and I want to close that gap. Like, Jasora has a scar on her face from a lizard attack, an Orzard attack.
Which I did not start with.
Which you did not
It wasn't
start
in my
with.
mind to start with.
She's like a dark blue?
I imagine myself as a light blue.
Okay.
Eyed.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, a light blue. Is she tall? Is she short? Is she muscular? Like, give me the breakdown or a celebrity you feel like she looks like.
So I did put like description into my D&D Beyond. Green eyes. I don't know what size medium means.
Medium is like anyone. I think it's like under like 10 feet and over 3. Like medium is basically like a standard person.
I put myself at 5'4", so like average woman, and 129 pounds and 25 years old. I wrote something here. Pale white with blue undertones.
Okay, so much
Also,
more.
Jasora is drug free, by the way.
And my hair is
That's the way to
golden
be.
copper brown. I feel like that's 3 different colors, but
It's all of them. It's magic.
I don't know what I was thinking.
No, that checks out. That's good. That's good. So she's very slight.
Yeah,
Like she's not like
little.
she's not beating ass, or at least she doesn't look from the outside like
And
she
that's
could beat ass.
that's typically why I'm not like engaging.
Yeah. No, I just for everyone, I appreciate how you've all handled your business. I don't feel like one of my fears was like I'm gonna put all this time in, and then someone's gonna be like, I eat the shark. Well, I guess we did get close to fighting a shark, didn't we? But no one like you seem to adequately understand the value of your characters' lives. Same question for Angus. Like, is he just a little guy?
I imagine Angus being so small, but
I imagine
I think it's
because
because
Hey,
he's a
because
little
you
guy.
made your character
I'm
your
grown.
Hero Forge.
I'm grown now.
Yeah, see, that was old Angus. New Angus is
Yeah.
How tall are you?
I'm 6 foot tall.
He's,
The fuck? What? Your Hero Forge character is so little.
Because USDA prime meat right here, Angus, son.
That's right. He's
Yeah.
the man. Come round.
I need to find this shit.
This is primetime Angus right now.
So he's one of those like, is this kid 13 or 30? Like he's weirdly tall, but the rest of him
Yeah.
is like boyish. That's what I'm.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I still have like probably I imagine Angus with like more feminine like features than masculine. To be honest, like that's
Yeah,
kind of
like,
how I've
yeah.
always imagined him.
Right.
He has like long Goldilocks hair, I feel like, and has like a slender, like a more slender build. He's trying to pack muscle on. You can tell like Angus is working out. He's trying to beef it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm getting Orlando Bloom vibes, is what I'm getting right now.
Yeah.
For sure. But
There's
with like
What do you say?
golden hair.
He wants to be.
It's like my brother Marcus when he had that baby face. He just looked like a baby, but he was older. But they just had that.
Yeah. Sarah, that happens to everyone.
No, but it happened to Marcus no longer because Louis looked older than he was, and Marcus looked like a baby.
When Louis and I were hanging out when we were both 14, he looked like he was 35.
Never seen
Yeah,
Angus.
that's what I'm
I'm just kidding. I'm drawing
Angus
a
is a
beat.
specimen, son. Look at that shit.
I feel like
Look at-
Angus. It's a.
Fucking picture. This one right here is what gave me the idea that he was tiny.
It's all about angles. It's all about angles.
It's all
like
about
a-
angles.
Have you never used Instagram? It's all about Tinder. It's all about angles, bro.
It's all about
In
angles.
different Cuba hood, Angus would be small, but in terms of normal people, he's tall.
Exactly.
Oh, that's cool. Jasora's a cool looking broad.
I'm gonna draw Angus 6 foot.
Thank you.
Damn, son. I like that.
Yeah.
I want to get into like a Western duel with that lady. You know what I'm saying?
So Angus is like, I feel like Angus is like doing, but like he's young and he's trying. He wants to be bigger. Like he's got dreams of Arnold Schwarzenegger sized bigness. So maybe he's
The
doing
hoodie
like
dreams.
pull-ups and
Some
shit.
hood bigness.
Like he does that weird thing that in shape people do, where they're like doing lunges during downtime for everyone else. You know?
Exactly. But I'm also always reading a book while I'm doing all
Yeah,
that.
because you got to
I'm classy.
exercise. Yeah, all your muscles,
Yeah, exactly.
your brain muscles, and your. What's up, Sarah?
Said he holds his pinky up when he drinks tea.
Yes, he absolutely
Very
does.
interesting.
If
Very sophisticated.
I would like to continue down the table. Red River, all I've got, and this is orc racist, which I do feel bad about. All I can think of is
Oh.
that like two protruding like underjaw teeth,
Yeah.
and that's not fair.
That-
What does he look like?
Well, we have mini. I have a mini for Red River, I think. Hold on.
Oh, okay, cool.
Alex started posting some of the minis that we have for some of the other characters, and I think Red River does have a mini.
Yes, I
I'm
can
gonna show this.
bring it up.
I'm gonna show the chat, I guess.
You got it,
Here
Clipper?
is what you
Yeah. Let's see.
That's fine. There's
Yeah.
super racist on the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
What?
pretty cool. Yeah, I'll make
Yeah.
it bigger for
If-
everyone.
But if we take his mask off, which we can do because science.
Okay, so he's also a blue boy, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just so happens that he does.
Yeah, but that's just a coincidence. He's not a merfolk person.
Yeah.
Okay, that checks out.
Mask.
I like the trident flavor a lot.
Yeah. I figured. In the development of him, the trident anchored him. You know what I'm saying? That was his.
Yeah,
That was his main thing, and then we built everything around.
totally.
How can you- What can you take off though? Maybe here.
I don't go on that site anymore because it's too dangerous.
Yeah, I want to order one of everything.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I can get a metal version of. I've actually, for a campaign I did with Austin, my first one. Probably can't see it on my little calendar. This is Alabaster, my Warforged cleric. And he's made out of metal, and I got him from #HeroForge. Good job, guys. But he hangs out on my desk with me.
Has anybody seen how handsome Nomad is?
I haven't. Let's talk about it. Is he like striking lust into the hearts of women and men throughout the Scattered Sea? Because I can roleplay that better.
I definitely used to have the file, and my hunting is coming up dry. It's very disappointing. But Nomad is probably his description that I had. Let's see here. He's a solid 4'2". All right, 155 pounds, so probably a little chunky for the height.
Yeah.
He's got some reddish orange hair, and he's like he looks tan, but in reality, it's just like straight dirt. He's got kind of like a long, big nose. He wears one of those mail boy delivery hats, whatever they're called.
The little newsboy
And
cat.
yeah, and he definitely has at least one lazy eye.
Okay.
But like that definitely, like in his eyes, he's like almost as good looking as Angus. You know,
Yeah.
he wears vests, but he never buttons the vest.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just yeah. So it's definitely a sight to see. It catches the attention of people, and I'm still searching through my files. If not, I'm gonna have to remake him on HeroForge. But I could close my eyes and make it in like 5 minutes. I'm not worried about that.
There's an unearned sense of confidence, I feel like, from this little barrel person.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I like that a lot. And right now, I'm realizing in real time that no one is like a tall, towering figure. So you've got like a couple people that are 6 feet, and then a bunch of little gremlins. Is that accurate?
Yeah, there's no average.
What about Aldar?
Oh, I think Aldar's
Oh,
also
he
6
did.
feet. I think he's only 6 feet, guys.
Aldar,
Oh,
if you
yeah.
count if he has his antlers, I think he's the tallest one of us.
That's true.
That's crazy because Angus might grow taller than him. I'm still a growing
Yeah,
boy
Angus
out
could
here.
be 9 feet before this is over. Angus could be Shaquille O'Neal for all we know. He's only 17? I feel like we said 16 or 17.
I'm 19 now.
19. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And he's got the combine coming up.
I wanted to be legal just in case.
Yeah. Just, Angus runs a 4.240. Angus is built like a freight train. MC, how tall is Aldar?
I posted a picture of old.
6 foot.
Oh, this is good,
I think he said
Jaybird.
6 foot.
This is good.
Yeah. He always wears a mask, so I took the mask off. But that took me like 3 minutes to do. I don't even know how to fucking do it.
It's good though. He's got like a
Oh,
quiet
yes.
anger to him. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a set jaw. Like he's not fucking around. This is
Yeah. Like a peaceful violence too.
Yes,
That's what I
like
was
a very
going for.
quiet before the explosion. I'm here for that. MC, the horn. I'm sorry, you were talking your horns. Is that part of the 6 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So he's just like your guy. I mean, 6 feet's not short. I'm not 6 feet, but I think it's pretty great that we have 2 people that are 6 feet tall and a bunch of gremlins.
How tall is Amaya?
I think mine's like 5'6" or something, right? Oh, I could look at her thing, right?
Yeah, baby.
I don't know if it's 5 foot or something. I don't know. I try not to make her huge. But she's old as fuck.
Yeah, she's also older. Yeah, you've got like a 52-year-old lady rolling with you guys.
Yeah. She's aged.
Yeah, she's been through a lot.
I hear Claire.
Is that a goblin of your own?
No, that's Tom Tom.
Oh,
Claire
okay.
is asleep.
I was about to say I thought Claire was supposed to be.
No, Tom Tom's sitting here. kid's wild and I took over a 3-hour nap, so it's been good for a minute.
Man,
I
I
also
I'm going
did.
hard in the paint.
I'd have killed somebody for a 3-hour nap today. I went to the gym yesterday, much to MC's joy, and I hurt myself.
Yeah.
Who's doing? I feel like Sarah, yours was the clearest from the beginning. I feel like in my head, it's like Ursula, and then kind of a few changes for our world, but I could see Ursula. I guess we're ready to rock and roll, guys. I'd love to take advantage of this time here.
I'm sorry, I missed the whole freaking thing practically.
Well, at least it wasn't your idea. So, Sarah, do you have any more planned questions?
He texted them to me earlier today.
Oh, I'm sure you did. I very
Yeah, he did.
guarantee that's
Thank you, Sarah.
100% true.
Damn. Drew always out there throwing shade, son.
All right, I need one more question from someone else, and then I have an announcement, and then we're ready to adventure.
One more question.
Yeah,
Oh,
so you
hey,
ask
dude,
anyone you
I
want.
actually-
Not me. God damn.
I meant to ask you honestly from the last time. What if I would have I would have acknowledged that I killed the guy? I was kind of like thinking about that afterwards. Hey, no.
I can't tell you what would have happened.
Ah, damn it.
My
I was
question
thinking
for
like
you.
it might have been bad. Yeah.
My question for you would have been like, and you don't have to answer. Maybe you don't know. Is Aldar ashamed of what happened? Does he feel like he needs to make up for it? Like, how does he feel, or does he never think about it?
I guess I need to think about it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because if I did,
And I didn't know how
would
to answer
think
the
about it.
Hey, do not touch Kit Kat. I didn't know how to answer the platoon thing either. Like, when you asked the question, you're like, just make it up. I was
Yeah,
looking
just
through
make
my
it up.
backstory. It's like, I think it's in there somewhere.
So yeah, no, I put you on the spot. Sometimes for whatever reason, it's always you that I'm putting on the spot to make things up. If any of you guys characters, if I ever ask you a question about your character's backstory,
Just make it up.
whatever you want, and if it rewrites what we've written, then we rewrite what we wrote. You know what I mean? Because like what you feel in that moment is more important than what I wrote down 6 months ago. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yep. Noted.
Yeah. So like, yeah. Quick question. Nope. Quick reminder for all the players: you do have, and I'm not saying you use it or whatever. I'm sure you all remember. You do have an I know a guy. Each person has that in their back pocket. So any situation where it's feasible, and we can talk about what's feasible, that you're in, you can know a guy. You tell me how you know him and how he gets you out of this jam, or how he helps or she helps in some way. But just keep that in mind. I don't want you to get eaten by a dragon this session and then realize you could have known a guy and you went to elementary school with that dragon.
Yeah.
Listen, it's gonna be my get out of jail free card. I'm not about to use it in the first phase of this
That's
game.
right. That's totally fine. And I'm not pressuring anyone to use it. I want you to know that you have it in your toolbox.
What's the inspiration then, Drew?
Inspiration.
What's that? What does that do?
You
Yeah.
get to get advantage on a roll. Any roll, but you have to tell me before. And I'm supposed to give it out as a like good job role playing or good job doing a thing. But I feel like you guys and I forget it exists. But yeah, I think everyone has an inspiration to burn.
Okay.
And you
Except
can't.
for me, I used mine.
Yeah, he uses
failed
immediately. You can gain them back, but you can't stack them. It's kind of designed to keep using it. Not like a video game, you're collecting health potions and then you have 30 at the end. Like, you can only have one, so I would recommend using it. If you roleplay well...
What does it do?
So let's say you just want to do a roll. You say, I use my inspiration, and you get advantage on that roll. Period. You don't have to do anything weird, it just happens.
You just get inspired.
Yes, because of some cool stuff you did earlier.
Okay.
Yep. A song you remembered. Whatever.
I need to apologize to... I don't remember the person's name on Twitch. We had a Twitch chatter watcher. Giant Huevos last time. I'm going to look right down the lens here. Giant Huevos, I listened to last week's episode today to remember what the fuck was happening. And I understand your frustration. 30 whole minutes we went, guys, where you can hear you guys responding to me and not me.
Oh.
Well, that's
So
not great.
30 minutes of you guys being like, ha ha ha, or, oh, that's interesting. And not hearing me. Not a fun visual experience. And I want to make that up to him in a way, and I believe I have thought of a way.
You're gonna send him a
Giant Huevos. Here's what we're gonna do. I don't know you. I'm not gonna message you because that feels inappropriate. But if you follow us on Twitch and you subscribe to our YouTube, that's twitch.com/cousinchat and youtube.com/cousinchat. I will create a character in your likeness with whatever traits you would like. And I will put them in the game. If you don't want to do that, I will make an item or weapon that we will collaborate together to create. Furthermore, I don't know if anyone knows who that is. I'm hoping he's a Bahudi, but if he's not,
Yeah.
okay.
He's one of my close friends. His name is Eddie, and we can make a weapon named after him or something.
Eddie,
if he doesn't respond.
I'm happy to do that, Eddie, and I apologize, and we'd love to have you back. I'd like to earn that trust back. A second thing, when I thought of that cure for Eddie, I thought of another idea. We have people viewing on Twitch and people viewing on YouTube. It's weird that those people are not crossing over. So, if you follow us, you need to follow us on both, and I will offer you the same.
Ooh, wow.
If you follow us on both, I will make an item for sure, and if you have a great idea for an NPC, I'll hear you out. There can't be 30 NPCs, but you have to do both, and then you have to send an email. Gotta put the email on the screen, or I guess reach out on Discord. I don't know. Find a way to get to us. You have to. I guess you can come in and put it in the chat. I will create a character or an item, and we will work together to figure out what that is.
You don't go live on YouTube as well, right?
No, should I?
I don't know if that would be too much for you. I've never been live on YouTube.
I feel like I'm at my capacity. Like I
We
feel
should
like
master one thing.
I'm failing this. Once I've got some handle on this, I feel like we'll move to the next one.
Yes.
Like what I
yes,
really should
yes.
do is go to the
More
old
computer
video.
screens, Drew.
I need to go to the old video, delete the first 30 minutes, create a 2-minute me explaining why, and putting it at the front of the video, and then republishing it. I've not done that because I'm not making any money on this, and I have other things going on in my life.
Yeah.
But that is something that's in my pipeline. But do those things and send us an email at, I think we have a Proton Mail, because I thought that was a funny sounding name. You're going to hit us at cousinchat@protonmail.com. It's mail from the future. Alright, that's enough of that, guys. Let's get back. Let's go on an adventure, because we've got some things to solve here. Do I need to turn my camera on? No, it's on OBS. Who are we sponsored by this week, MC? MC, remember you reached out to some sponsors and you were going to tell us who we were sponsored by? MC, go ahead.
This week we're sponsored by Hanson, who likes to bring Alex the mixed media art journals.
I'm sorry? What is it called?
What's a mixed media? What's mixed media?
Yeah, what are you saying?
When you buy an art book, and it can be for just watercolor or it can be for whatever the fuck, but this one you can do any kind of you know what I'm talking about.
What is the company called?
Yeah, it can be oils, pastels, or markers, or this and the other ones.
I get it. I'm back.
When you dabble in more than one type of art form.
What's it called, Sarah?
Hanson.
Hanson. That's a weird name. Like the band Hanson?
No, like with a C, as in can and son. I have a can. Bring it to me, my son. Hanson.
Mixed media. And, oh, it's blurring it out.
I love the odds.
Oh my god.
Does it blur it out?
Yeah, it totally blurs it out.
You did inappropriate? Alex?
It's actually very...
My hair.
Only the stuff inside is inappropriate.
Sarah, you turned on your camera and I literally thought it was Esme.
Yeah, but don't see it now. Perfect.
Oh, I hate that it put me in the middle. That's weird.
Yeah,
But fine.
yeah, mine's not canceled brand or anything. Cancelled.
Mine is.
Ah.
Hold on.
Okay, wait. Everyone everyone who's gonna camera, turn on your camera so I can fix this.
So he doesn't have an aneurysm.
One of 1,000 things that it bugs me so much when the fucking things aren't lined up right. Wait, Sarah, you're gone.
I'm turning mine on. Just give me a second.
I'm not turning mine on because I'm on my phone and I don't feel like getting my computer out yet.
Why do I have to do that? Okay. If you want to win, you
Mixed
gotta
media art in here.
you gotta practice like a winner. All right, that's plenty.
Bells. 8.
What?
Pastels. Gel pen.
I have pastels right now.
Speaking of gel pens, who wants to catch us up from the last week?
I love gel pens. Mine are really small and short. I think this is last week. There's a dance off in the tavern with Angus.
That was the best part.
There, we saw a merfolk in fine robes who was annoyed with the guy that they were talking to, and Red River approached. There was a big book. We need to rectify a mistake. We have to deliver the crate sealed to us unspecified location that they gave us somewhere. And Red River and I took care of that in a warehouse, loading up the boat. And Angus and Jasora went to Joseph's, who wanted 100 gold coins for fixing the boat. And then before we left, everybody went to Ronda's fighting, where Red River killed a person. And then we left in the cover of the night because that was very frowned upon.
Yeah.
That happened.
That did happen, didn't it?
Sure did.
I was thinking about the time of day. I never pay attention to that. Like, mechanically, I don't think it matters, but just for picturing in my head, you guys are about to sail away, I assume. What, like, time of day do you guys feel like it is?
Well, I thought and I don't remember because I didn't normally listen to the episode before. But I thought that in this case, we were sailing at dawn. Or misremember. Like, they're still dark, but light's coming through.
That's right. We did stop, I think, 2 sessions ago and talk about what time it was. Yeah, so it's like evening time?
Yeah.
That makes sense to me. That checks out. Just pulling up my Google Drive here. Question for whoever's been taking the best notes. How many days ago did you leave Barter's Beach?
I thought we were there for like 2 to 3 days. We weren't there for long.
Because you've traveled. I was gonna look at Miro and see how many hexes you guys had traveled, but my Miro exploded. But
I think when you brought up the clothing, you said it was like 2. It was about 2 or 3 days.
Oh no! I mean, like, how long have you guys since you built your ship and left?
When we built our ship, it was day 5 when Angus threw up the black business. So that was day 5, and I believe the very next day, we went to the island night ahead. So yes, that day we saw an island when we got there.
Okay.
And then it's been about a week since we have a week. Yeah, round about a week.
I feel like it's been about a week. You guys get back to the ship. I have a few questions I wanted to ask you guys, like, in character. First one is for Red River. How does Red River feel right now? The blood's still pumping. You got all the goods you're shipping on the ship. You've murdered a person intentionally or otherwise. But what's, like, your feeling? You know what I mean?
Mixed feeling. It doesn't feel great. Because I don't enjoy taking life for sport per se.
Right.
I don't mind doing it when it has to be done, but it's a mixed feeling. But letting your talents fly, letting your hands do the talking is something that he feels very comfortable with.
Right. I feel like Red River is not necessarily a political animal. Like, he's a get things done type of
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, we do first. A lot of the character is we did it first, and then we're like, oh shit, maybe we need to be less impulsive. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's a very animalistic primal side to Red River that governs some of what he does, but he's trying to rail that back in.
Yeah. Like it's not like it's maybe a beast that escaped its cage, sort of.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's not all there is to it.
Right, for sure. Yeah, he's not just like.
Because he knows a lot of people. He knows a lot of people that are just that way.
Yeah.
And he's never really resonated with that.
Yeah. No, I get that. I definitely think he's both, right? He's a thoughtful guy who also, like, when he needs to flip the switch, can and will.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Are any of the other characters particularly moved by what you just witnessed? Like, everyone, like, this was a very, like, we're all in the popcorn gallery watching this thing happen. Does Aldar, you know what I mean? Does Angus feel a way watching their captain beat someone to death? Or are you stoked, right? Like, are you like, this is the type of dude I want at the head of my ship?
Yeah, to me it's like captain activities, and honestly, I feel like Angus is kind of used to that sort of behavior because his role model is Bahoud, who is first, think about consequences later.
Yeah.
Bahoud also took care of business, so he's Angus probably feels at home. But yeah, captain vibes and mad respect is the feeling.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And also appreciate.
Also what?
Like shock,
Yeah.
in a sense, because now we have like things turned very bad very fast in sense of us being there, and we never really did get our ship repaired.
Right.
So there's that.
I feel like I didn't realize how much was at stake for Red River until the fight started in my head. Because I was like, what if they see their captain? This is the first time he hasn't been their captain long. What if he gets his ass kicked, right? And then, like, what does that mean for, like, these coworkers he's had who have elevated him to a status? You know, like, I thought that was interesting, but of course it didn't happen because Red River is an absolute trouncing machine. Okay, we've got a few things to resolve here. I'm just reading my notes that I took earlier. One last thing I want to do before I hand the reins to you guys. I don't feel like I described everyone's job like 2 or 3 sessions ago appropriately. Aldar, I'm worried that you don't know what the Master at Arms does, and if you do, that's okay, but I'm just going to tell you again now.
Yeah,
So,
go for it.
you need to establish what people will do in the event of an emergency. So, for example, you need to consult with Red River and be like, hey, if we see a ship and we decide we want to go overtake it and like steal their things, who's going to be on what battle stations? Who's going over to the other ship? Who's staying? Who's driving? You know what I mean? Like those types of decisions. And the same as like Aldar needs to decide if you guys are getting attacked by a sea creature or another ship or whatever. What's everyone's job? That way you're not shouting orders when it's happening. Everyone should know this is your station. We've gone over it. You're a combat veteran. You were in the military, so you have an idea for like what that would be.
Logistics.
Like,
Battle
yes,
logistics.
Yes, so you'd go to Red River and be like, listen, I think Angus has a great eye, so he should have the bow and he should be in the crow's nest and he should be raining down as soon as they get in range. Conversations like that. Or Davos is useless in combat. He needs to lock the door and like not get killed because that's not his skill set. So that'd be like an example of what we don't have to have that conversation now, but when a fight happens, we're going to pretend you had that conversation earlier. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so you'll be like, yeah, I would have told him to be blank or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Also, weapons distribution. Like, I don't know if you guys have like talked about it, but I think at least one or two of you doesn't have a weapon.
Yeah, we're lacking in weapons.
Yeah, because I mean, you guys are new at this. But you're back. You're back on the ship, and you are sailing away from the dock of the last island. And I'm gonna pull up my notes, and then I'm gonna let you guys. What do you guys want to do? What's our priority?
Well, we got goods to deliver,
That's
so
true.
we're gonna sail to that location and deliver the goods.
Eye on the ball.
Where?
And in case you don't remember, you have
Where is
been paid. You were on Baratus. You were paid to take these goods to an island called Vestus. All you know, I think, is that it's to the northeast.
Northeast.
Question for the DM here.
Yes, please.
We kind of just murdered somebody on this island,
It's bold
and we
to say
accepted a quest that we'll eventually have to come back and right, or do we get paid on arrival?
You got
I can't
paid
remember.
half. I think 150. I want to say. So you got your money from that island. You're getting the other half on delivery.
Oh, okay, cool. Never mind. We don't have to go back. All right, we're good.
Yeah. I'm not going to confirm or deny how good we are, but that's fine. Go ahead, JP.
Just to follow up on that point, because we never got into the morality of this world, right? So like,
Sure.
like, there's places where and I'm not suggesting, but there's some third world countries where if murder happens, it's like, all right, whatever. They're pirates, they're gangbangers, they're killing each other. It's all right.
Right, it's not the
We
priority.
don't love it, but we're not gonna launch this investigation, right? Are we in a situation where crime, like murder, is like they chase you out, or is just like bunch of drunk pirates, bunch of drunk sailors,
So,
got drunk, there's altercation, blah blah blah.
being
What's the overall feeling here? Like, because I need to know how worried I am about catching heat. You know what I'm saying?
Your players have lived in this world for a little bit. There are two major factions in this world, right?
Yep.
The Viridian Empire, which you've experienced, who is trying to control this world with a fierce sense of law and order. And there's another faction you guys haven't really dealt with much yet, who is the opposite. It's all about how much coin you have, and it's about who's in control. How much coin and who's throwing around the most physical strength is in control of a place. So, the Viridian Empire, being in trouble by the Viridian Empire, you're on a radar now. They are trying to establish order in a place that is orderless.
Right. But again, and then just to add context to this, is murder uncommon in these islands? Like, are pirates, like, in the area that we're operating with, or what we've seen in our sailing experience? Do people get murdered, or is this like a unique thing, kind of thing?
Life is precious to some people, and like the moment you cross the line of murder in this world, you're, how do I say? I don't want to color you guys' perception, but like, yeah, people, like, shit happens on the high sea, right? Like, some people don't make it to the next port, and maybe no one asks why.
Yep.
Like that kind of thing happens all the time, but you've got this empire with a monarchy established where if you kill someone in front of them, they have to ask questions, or none of their rules matter. You know what I mean? So it's supposed, in my head, it's the two things butting heads, right?
There's a sense of dualism here.
Yeah, you're trying to control a slippery, oiled up pig, right? Like, you could try, but he's wriggling, So that control is a give and take, if that makes sense. I know that's the most roundabout possible way. Is he concerned? Sure. Yeah, he might be written down in a ledger somewhere that's like, hey, something happened on this island. But I wouldn't be able to give away more than that.
That's fine. We're good.
And just to be honest, everyone, assuming Rhonda runs an establishment of repute, everyone signed a waiver.
Right.
And it included, and I listened today to make sure. I told you, like, if you die, like, that is your problem. You're stepping into this ring with no guarantee you're stepping out.
Yeah. I remember that being a part of the conversation.
Yeah. So, like, I'm not gonna be like, gotcha, now you're wanted for murder. Like, did things go a little different than they should have? Maybe. Do people have questions? Probably. But we left.
Yeah. We're gonna let that cool down for a little bit.
Right. Now, if you guys want to turn around and go back to the port, we can have that conversation too. Whatever you guys want to do.
I think the crew needs to get paid before we.
Get that sweet cheddar.
Yeah.
So
we sail. We're going in that general direction, right?
yeah,
You
it's
said
in the-
northeast.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's up to you guys, but yeah, northeast is where you've heard Vestus is, and let's roll some dice. It's been a little while.
Woo!
I recommend someone else doing it, but you guys follow your heart. I don't know who was rolling like 2s last time, but that's not what you want. Oh,
I
I'm
switched
sorry.
to dice.
Rolling.
One last thing before you roll. The ship is not good. So it's been a while since you guys have been on the ship, so I'm just gonna tell you,
Oh, yeah.
it's not a good situation. It's damaged. The hull is damaged from the wave, and the sails are damaged just because they're like poor condition. Yeah, just a heads
Made
up.
them out of clothing.
Yeah, it's made out of old sea coats. Just a heads up.
That's
Go
it,
ahead.
yeah.
Now you have all the information I wanted to tell you guys.
We haven't like left yet, right?
No. Like you're, in my head, you were pulling away. You could totally change your mind and stay here. But there were some guards approaching.
Crew, what is the what do you guys want to do? Do we go at quest or do we stay here longer?
I feel like we should consider the idea of using some of that money that we just got up front
Repairs,
for repairs.
Yeah,
Or at
seems
least
pretty
buying.
critical.
I think maybe buying the tools so we can repair it ourselves would be better for the long term. Because if we let them fix it for 100 gold, then it's just the one time. But if we buy the tools and we learn how to fix it, we have a few people who are already kind of on the verge of learning how boats work. We can use their guidance and maybe get the repairs done ourselves.
I like that.
Yeah.
My proposal would be we'll send a landing party in the dinghy. We'll get the tools, and then some of us will chill here and do whatever we can to prepare. I mean, I don't want to go in there, or at least leave me in the dinghy here and you guys suck her back.
So if you have to just like cut bait, you can just leave.
Yeah, just leave me out here in the dinghy fishing. I'll pass time. You guys will get the tools, whatever.
Yeah, that's fine. Only like 2 of us really need to go.
Yeah, you guys can take the dinghy, and the rest of us will fish or do whatever, hang out.
Yeah.
All right. So in
I
my
like that
head,
idea.
you guys pull away, still in eyes like half a mile. Like you still see the island, right? And you dispatch an away team. Who is on the away team?
I mean, I'll go. And if anybody...
I'll
Tag along.
go since I had gone earlier to the store.
I like to go too.
Let's do it.
Okay. Just for my edification, we've got Operation Jasora, Angus, and Aldar.
Yeah.
The dream team? Yeah, you guys hop on the dinghy.
Yeah.
A freak wave topples you and you all die. No.
But
I assume you're taking the gold with you.
Yeah, we're gonna take. I think you said it was like 100 gold pieces for the repair kit. I can't remember what it.
Yes, so
For...
I wrote them down. I put they would repair it for 300 to 500. The sales alone are going to be 100, and it'd be 200 just for the parts and tools. So if you pay 200 total, you get the repair kit and the sales.
sale.
But you have to put it on.
That's
you have
it.
to figure out how to do it.
How much for just the repair kit though?
Just the repair kit, 100.
100.
Yeah.
Then we wouldn't have anything for sales.
Well, we could like maybe figure sales out. Like I feel like the immediate damage that needs to be repaired is
The hull.
the hull itself. We could like duct tape repair our sails for now, you know, like bougie rig it and do stuff like that, but the ship itself needs to be repaired, otherwise it'll sink and we'll
How much money do we have right now?
150
Yeah.
we had spent how much?
We had a 150 plus. We bet 20 on Red River winning.
Yeah, so you have
That made
another
us more
40.
money.
That doubled. Swiffer spent 20, I think, on rations and clothes.
I spent
God
17.
damn it.
17. She spent 17. So 150 plus 40, 190, minus 17, 172, 3.
Yeah, one second.
So you're a nickel short of the full price by both.
I can cover the difference.
Is that something your character says?
That is something I can. Because also, I wanted to note if they were taking the dinghy, I don't get on big ships, so I think by default I'm going with on the
Yeah.
dinghy.
It's your,
Oh,
as far as I
yeah,
can
that's
tell,
right.
it's your ship. On
It's
the
his
side it
dinghy.
says my dinghy. It's Nomad's
Yeah.
dinghy, and I believe one of the seats is full of Nanartar, so you guys kind of sit around it, I guess.
Nomad is just like sitting in Aldar's lap and just
Yeah.
kind of just there.
I mean, even if the seat wasn't taken up, I think that was gonna be the protocol. That's just how it works. But you guys, Matt, you realize that you have plenty of money. You row up the dinghy, and a kraken eats the ship. No, it doesn't take you long. The weather is fine. The day is getting late, but not too late. You reach the dock. Nomad ties the ship to the dock, and there are 4 Viridian Empire guards as well as the magistrate there to greet you. He is holding a large book tome that is like kind of attached to a shoulder-style fanny pack that he has. And I forgot what he sounds like, but I think he was old. And he says, "Do you miss us already, son?" Nope, that's the cool guy. The cool. "Do you miss us already, my boy? I'm Magister Vike. I think we have some talking to do."
Talking with who?
Well, I've heard some scuttlebutt, and we're digging a new hole on this island due to the nature of your concerns regarding Rhonda's ass kickery. Someone's
Yeah,
dead.
we were there. Uh-huh.
Never
Oh.
met her.
Saw some fights earlier. It was pretty cool over there.
I've got 26 witnesses that claim that you were all there and that your captain murdered someone.
I don't think it was intentional. It seemed like a fair fight, I'll be honest.
No, the guy probably signed the waiver too. I mean,
However, after consulting the signed waiver, we in the Viridian Empire value rules. If we do not have rules and law, we are nothing. I will be writing a law edict tonight banning such battles on this island henceforth.
That's a great idea.
But
all right.
the
That's a
appropriate
bad
I
idea.
salute the Viridian Empire.
Seriously, a bad idea. You guys are gonna lose out on so much money.
Yeah.
Casuals.
Anyway, thank you, Magistrate.
he looks
Viridian Empire.
He looks at you, Angus, and squints. He says, "Beware, young man. The same glittering gold that arouses you so can blind you."
Yeah, that gold is shiny. You know what I'm saying? You get so much of it, you put it in a nice big pile, and then the sun might like blind me a little bit, but it's beautiful, man.
However, leaving the scene of a potential crime could be, by Section 4, Article 17, considered
Oh, fun.
an error against the Viridian Empire. Can you
Ran
explain your
where?
actions? I have 15 to 25 witnesses, whatever number I said before, who claim that after said accidental murder, unaliving, you all ran.
We
To
have
the-
things to do. We have crates. We were paid to do a job. We just forgot we had to get some extra things while we were here, that's all.
Hold up, there's a hole in your story. If we ran, why are we right here?
My
That's
God.
Exactly.
My God, he says as his eyes explode out of his head. He goes, "This is just a warning, but you must be careful. Please, I beg you not to murder anyone else on this island."
We're good. We just want to put money back into y'all's economy here.
We forgive
Exactly. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
like
Look at you.
he cracks open his ledger and like crosses the thing like something he'd written off, and he says, "I do like to believe in the best in people, but don't make me regret it. Do I have your word? As sailors."
Sir, yes, sir.
Very well.
Can I get a copy of one of those big books with all the rules? We got some stuff to do some reading.
Each magistrate has his very own ledger. I could not give you mine alone. I can request a copy be sent, but it is a significant fee as they are handwritten each.
How about you cover the fee? I'll read it. Become your very own, like, enforcer of the law, and then I get to keep the book.
You are suggesting to take my book?
No.
My ex-pupil. Make a persuasion check.
Excellent.
I feel like the least I can do is ask for a persuasion check.
So if you give him the book, then, we can spread the word of the Viridian Empire.
Did you say 20?
Spread the word. This is the big book.
3.
Oh, fuck.
Is,
Think of it.
my young niece, Jerlebony, is on her way here now to be my apprentice, and I hope to raise her to be an excellent magistrate. But she will have her own copy of the book, but I fear that is not simply something we give out. I'm happy to answer any questions about our protocols.
We'll have to set a time up later, I guess. Very busy, of course.
Perhaps so. You guys have earned and beautifully navigated this situation. You are still welcome here. But there are 2 soldiers that will be accompanying you on your during your times here. As a matter of fact, the magistrate says so. He's like, yeah, we're gonna keep an eye on you boys. Not that I don't trust you.
I'm a girl.
Even so, we'll be having our best men on it. Isn't that right, Cornelius? And this generic soldier nods. But yeah, you guys are good to go. What do you want to do?
Walk back to Old Man Jenkins' general store.
Oh, I thought I'd never see you boys again.
Old man Jenks, I brought some friends.
How
Check
can
them
I
out.
help you,
I was here
sweet
last
boys?
time.
I remember you, smelly one. It looks like you've got a new purple shirt.
Do I smell better?
You
It's
do not.
literally still smelly.
There's
All
still a
right.
significant stench.
I'm leaving again. I walk away.
I assume you'd like to take advantage of our repairs. Is that right?
Yeah. What could you maybe sauce in a little bit of a deal for if we buy both the repair kit and the sales?
He looks through like you know how like
two for one special.
like a shitty diner, they'll have that like little nail that has a bunch of receipts stacked on top of it, like punched through. He starts going through them and says, "I've got your quote right here, in ink, bound by blood." He says as his eyes turn blood red. No, that's not what happens. He says, "It looks like you've been given a quote of 500 gold, and we'll get you taken care of in 2 days tops."
No, for just the repair kit and the sales.
Oh,
Not-
let me
not the
look here.
repair.
Yes. 200 gold pieces, and you can have your goods.
Alright.
Let's say we only have $1.75. Some misfortunate bets went down, and we're a little short on the heavy metal circle things. Would that work? Maybe 175 and a nice handshake or a hug. I heard Angus gives some pretty nice hugs. It could really rejuvenate a person.
I'll stop at hugs too. You need more. 25 gold. You know what I'm saying? 25 gold worth.
My trepidation is, if you guys can reroll persuasion checks for shopkeepers, what's to stop you from just leaving and coming back over and over again? However, I feel like we've taken a new approach here, so I'm going to allow only Nomad to make a separate persuasion check to make up for this 25 gold pieces here.
That's honestly why I didn't try to persuade, because
Yeah.
I felt bad.
Right. Because, like, I can't, you know what I mean? Because then why wouldn't you just keep coming back?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking in my head. It would make sense.
I've got a 13 and a 2. Which one do you want to use?
Well, the 2 was definitely like a misclick. 13 was what I'd hoped to use.
They always are, he says, somehow hearing what's happening here. He says, you have a good face about you. I'm going to pass on the intended sexual favors. But listen, I will talk to the magistrate to give you a Viridian Empire loan of 25 gold pieces, since you are working in service of the Empire. However, the interest can be...
Alone?
Deep.
What are I come back? I was like, what are you guys doing?
Oh, the smell! Sweet Aunt Jemima's roses. Oh, sorry, I got confused and I apologize for insulting a customer. Shall I call the magistrate?
No. We don't need all that.
Oh, alone.
I turn to everyone that I'm with and not this old man and I say, do we really want a loan? I don't think so.
What's the interest rate on that?
Yeah, do we have to pay it back?
What?
Do you have to pay it back? How do you think loans work?
like my student loans.
Yeah, student loans, there you go. File
Uh,
bankruptcy, whatever.
Yeah, you guys can file with the next 3 sessions. Are you guys in bankruptcy court as I roleplay a judge and look for your receipts? No. Here's what
Bankruptcy court.
the magistrate walks up because he was walking by, because that's just how I'm handling this. He says, "Oh, we're looking for some additional coin. I sound like the old man."
Yep.
Yeah. We could make a deal. How much is it for?
25.
Yes.
Fine.
I told you that glitter would be the death of you, boy. He looks at you, Angus, and he says, "Of course, we can give you some Viridian dragons." That's what they call gold coins here. But,
We'll just make it 1,000.
you...
Boom.
I'm sorry?
No, listen to him.
Aldar, make me a persuasion check
No.
with disadvantage.
Oh, you know what? That should be.
Aldar takes out his battle axe and slashes the gentleman in half.
Is it persuasion?
Yeah. Well, any charisma skill, if you've got a deception, I'll let you try to figure out how that would work.
No, they're all the same.
Aldar, his blood starts coming out of his nose because he can't lie and he can't persuade.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. That's a 7.
7.
He says, "You there, boy. You are walking a treacherous path to ask for such monies. Viridian Empire gold is not like yours, son, that jiggles in your pocket. We pursue a common purpose through the Floral Congress, spreading order throughout these lands. You should know better as a veteran of these places."
We're good for it. We got a lot going.
I
We have a
can
whole island.
bestow a 25 gold piece loan. However, one of you will have to accept the mark.
The what?
A mark. Until
You have to add a loan to your name.
until your debt is paid, you will bear a mark.
A
Is it
mark?
like a big mark? Is it a little mark? Can I wash it off?
Can I choose where you put it?
You will put it in display on your face.
Ooh. This moneymaker?
How much is the interest again?
Depends on the magistrate. The Empire's rates now can be significant.
What are we talking, like 1980s? Yeah.
You are confused. This will not be a debt of gold.
Oh shit.
The Empire will
What?
call upon you and you will answer.
Oh. So this is like active service calling.
Are you a magical being?
Oh, the war.
Any magic I possess is a gift of the great teachers that came before me. But every magistrate is given a gift of talent. May I imbue you with the mark.
Guys, why can't we just give the man 200 gold coins?
I don't think you
And
guys
just-
have 200 gold coins.
We don't have it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we'll just. I agree with Jasara. We'll just pay up to 200. That's fine.
Okay,
Yeah, because we're taking 25 of Nomad's gold. That's not our money.
that's true. Nomad just you guys take out instead of a loan from the Viridian Empire, you take out a loan from Nomad.
Pay him back in alcohol.
That seems to work quite well.
He slams his book and leaves. And sure enough, you guys are directed back to the warehouse. Oh, assuming you guys paid.
Yeah. So how much did we have from? We had 150, right?
Yeah.
One,
Plus 40.
What? 175. Oh, 173.
75 or
173.
74, 3, whatever.
Yeah, we had 173.
And then plus whatever you have. Well, that's not part of the pool, but. So you guys spend this, you will be at 0.
Woohoo!
Yay! You
We're
guys
about to make
secure
more. Fun.
some like not patterned, not colored sails, but there are plenty of them, and as well as a kit. It's a large box that has saws, measuring tools, nails, basically anything you would need to repair the ship.
Let's go.
You're in the warehouse and you do spot that special box, but this time you are escorted by 2 soldiers.
I'll shank both the soldiers and we'll open that fucker
Okay,
up.
go ahead and roll an attack roll, please.
Stop talking.
Surfer
Alright,
somehow mutes his mic. And you guys, you weigh down the dinghy, but you do have it now.
Yeah.
You did it.
Let's go.
So, with a repair kit, you can make an attempt to roll to repair the ship. You would have to expend a unit of lumber. Unless there's anything else you guys want to do on the island.
I'm good.
Okay. And to those of you who have access to the spreadsheet, I have added some rules at the bottom that I didn't realize weren't here. Right next to the ship diagram. You basically, to make a ship repair, the bosun or quartermaster or together or whoever wants to try, but each person that tries is going to use a unit of lumber. You want to beat a DC 14, and there are some numbers that apply to your roll. I'll list them out for everyone just on the call, but obviously you guys can see it. If you're not skilled in repair or boat riding, ship riding, you get -2 to the roll. If the ship is moving while you're making the repair, -2 to the roll. If you're doing it without tools, -2 to the roll. And if you're doing it with no repair kit, -2 to the roll.
Okay.
So
Who has ship riding?
I have like +2 to ship writing, and I have 1/4 of a pie filled out for ship writing.
Yeah, so you are unskilled right now.
Okay.
But if you want to make that attempt, I think you guys have 4 things
You're
of
our
lumber.
best bet.
So you'd burn 1.
We have
Yeah,
how
but I think
many
you're the best one.
You
for
have
it.
4.
for repair kits?
4 lumber. The repair kit doesn't get used up. Like, I think that's lame. Like, these tools you can reuse. Your hull is currently at 25 health out of a total 100.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's up to you to decide how much you want to try and use. And based on your failure, you still get the repair, but at lower levels. If you beat a 10, you get 15. If you beat an 8, you only heal 10. If If you beat 5, you only heal 5. I know that's a lot of math, but only Swiffer needs to know. And I guess the captain. Does that little thing make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So right now you would roll -2. I assume the ship is not going to be moving.
If I rolled over a 14,
Mm-hmm.
but oh, 25.
You get 25. That's the best case scenario.
Can I roll my real dice?
Oh, and it also costs a day while you do this work.
I roll a real dice.
Yeah, of course. I trust you. Unless you get a
Is
20.
everyone okay with me attempting to make repairs to the boat?
Yeah, do you need to talk to anyone about this?
Yeah. I think I think it's worth it. I think we all in agreement that we need the boat in as working order as possible.
Does anyone want to work in the sails simultaneously? Like, I feel like another person could if they wanted to.
Yes.
That's a much simpler repair. You're just replacing it. Like, it's work, but, like, I don't think you need to roll, especially if you're not moving.
I'm rolling a d20, right?
Yep.
Jesus Christ. I rolled an 8.
8. +2 for you being good at it, but -2 for being unskilled. The irony of that sentence. You heal 10 HP, and you guys consume a day's worth of food, bringing you to 138. Red River, you hear a knock at your door of your cabin.
Yeah, let's come in.
I have some information. Doblis walks in.
What's up, Dubby? Teach me how to dubby. What's going on, son?
I will not be teaching you how to Douglas.
Okay. What you got?
I have been studying our supposed nanners,
Mm-hmm.
and they are going bad. They will no longer be edible in only a few more days.
And there is no way to preserve them with salt or other methods.
I've been unable to ascertain if it's the nature of our ship or the sea itself, but they are losing their liquid and rotting quickly.
All right. How many nanners do we have left over? For how many days?
Oh, I can't believe it. I wrote this down and I can't find it. So all of you guys' rations are not nanners. I think I wrote that, like, because most of it, I feel like if you had the choice between nanners all day and Argor birds all day, you'd do the birds, right? So I feel like the nanners are only like 30. I think I had it written down. It might have been more, but I'm going to estimate low. So basically, in a few days' time, 30 rations will just be, they'll have to be thrown out.
Well, I say we have a little team huddle, and then we review. I tell everybody, hey, the nanners are going bad. We have 3 days probably worth of before they go bad. We have 30. We can use them for different things because you guys have found creative uses for them. We should probably switch to eating nanners for a while. Eat as many as we can in the next 3 days. It'll suck, but we've eaten nanners for a long time before, so it's not a big deal. Is there anything you guys want to do to create more nanner tar or more booze or more anything using the nanners that are left over?
We could have a nanner eating contest.
Could raise morale.
I like that. I like the sound of that. Yeah. So we'll just let's do that. We'll eat as much nanners as we can. Drew, how much do we want to track on this? Meaning, like, you can ration your food in a certain way so that you overeat and then you're kind of covered for the next few days. Consuming less of the other stuff, right?
I mean, that's interesting.
How much do we?
I was just gonna say, like, I'd like to keep it simple. Like, I think having rations is important because it was such an important part of, like, life at sea. But, like, do the nanners cover your gallon of water each a day and stuff like that? I don't want to get into that. We can keep it loose. Like, you have 30 nanners to eat in 3 days, so everyone can have triple rations, and we can count that for 4 days. You know what I mean? But the other side of it is, I was gonna do a con check for whoever wants to participate in this feeding frenzy, because after not eating a lot for a while, I feel like eating a lot would probably get you not in a good way digestively. So,
But I think that would be applicable if we did an eating contest, like in a tavern, where
Right.
we've been eating fucking nanners our whole.
That's true. You guys are basically half nanner at this point.
Yeah, we're more nanner than human or orc.
You guys are 35% nanner.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, that totally makes sense. We can do. You guys eat 30 nanners, and you got 4 days of rations you don't have to worry about. But I'm gonna go ahead and remove the nanners.
Do it. And where are we at with the health of the ship? There.
After one day of work. Oh, go ahead, Giselle.
I've healed it to 35 of 100.
I don't know that. She wouldn't talk like a moon man,
Yes,
but you understand.
I managed to repair some of the holes, but we're still hurting.
I think we should at least. Do we have a target in mind? Like, should we try to repair? What percentage of the ship do we want to get fixed?
At least half.
Let's do that. Let's go for it again. Do you need help? Do you want somebody else to do it also?
Can I guidance
the best.
myself? Does that count?
I think you can cast guidance on yourself.
Guide myself. That's with advantage?
That adds a 1d4 to your roll.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's called cheating, is what you said.
Right.
If we were cool, we'd have like another camera on your side that would just, like, be pointing down at where the dice are being rolled. So that,
Can't have that. My desk is way too messy.
go ahead. Let's see if we can get that natural 20.
If it's a natural 20 and it was not, then I would take a picture of it.
Okay.
And I rolled the d4, which was a 1,
Perfect.
and my dice was another 8.
Congratulations, you healed 10 more. Does anyone else do anything during this time?
Are we doing something with the sails too?
I feel like with enough time, Amaya is able to fix the sails. Like,
Okay.
for the sails, it's less like cutting and measuring and doing, like, you know, they fit into place,
It's
you
just-
can put holes in them.
Yeah. It's laborious.
Yeah. Like, I was going to have Amaya roll, but for that much time, I feel like she could figure it out.
She handled it, yeah.
It takes work, like, it takes hours of work, but she figures it out. But you guys are at 45 now.
Do I get to add to my ship riding skills yet?
Uh-huh, but I need not an 8. I can't do anything for you with an 8, my dog.
You rolled too much to add it.
You guys are rolling
Ah,
poop shoes.
yeah. You said we have 4. What you said we had 4 of something. Like, what did you mean by that? 4.
Oh, lumber. So each time you do that, you burn a lumber. You have 2 left. Matter of fact, Sarah,
Was that including our, like, the wood we brought on?
yes.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you guys had 4, and you hadn't used it before now. Sarah, Doblos takes you aside in the hold of the ship. Well, he doesn't take you aside. He's kind of weird. He just sidles up to you and says, excuse me,
Yes.
you're the doctor?
Yes.
I have a strange rash on my butt. No, he doesn't say that. He says, I have concluded some information regarding the black substance that got in the child.
What is your conclusion?
Come closer. He like brings you into his little quarters, and he says, "See here, it's the black substance appears to be microspores, microscopic spores. I don't know what microbes are because it's the past, but it seems to coagulate the blood. This could potentially be used to heal under the right circumstances. I would need more samples to be sure." And he abruptly walks away from
I ask another question?
Yes.
So when we purchased the stuff from the general store, it's part of that purchase was for wood.
Oh, was it? I thought it was just repair stuff.
I wrote 100 gold pieces. This is from last session. 100 gold pieces for new sales. 100 gold pieces for wood and tools.
Oh. Okay. Well, I guess we got to sort that out, huh?
It doesn't look like it. Any other detail? Our rations and stuff.
They like that supply of lumber would be valuable to them, but I believe you. To repair your ship to be working condition, I feel like he would have given you 2. Does that make sense? Does that sound right?
Yeah.
I will make this up to you by refunding you the 2 that I just did. You have 4 total again.
I don't know if people want me to roll. Hello?
I think Sarah went away. Did you think you were alone? It's okay. We're all here.
I thought everything.
We're here and we're with you, and everything's fine.
Thank you.
Drew, I lost you at microscopic.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. So basically, Davos thinks that these little spores could be used to heal in some way, but he'd need more to confirm. And that's from the black spores from you guys' adventure on the
From the ship.
Yeah. Okay.
Use to heal what? Like what are you looking like? What did you try it on that makes you think it has healing properties?
He looks at you. Make an insight check.
Okay, hold on.
Or I can do it. I can get to your thing.
I got it. 1 second.
Okay.
I think I have it.
Or like
Insight check?
Yeah.
At 5.
You do not discern anything about the way he looks at you. He says,
Oh, wait, hold on. I was using my wrong character. I was wondering, I was like, there's no way my wisdom is so low.
bold.
So she cheated.
So you cheated, is what you're saying.
I used Corbin instead of Amaya. I'm sorry.
Okay, it is on our log now. I see a question mark. A 14, I can tell you, he's not sure if he could trust you. He wants to, but he's not sure. You would need to push. You need to say something to push him over that trust edge. Unless you can leave it at that too. Whatever you want.
Well, he didn't answer my question.
Yeah, he kind of intentionally left it blank. He's kind of an awkward person.
I say, alright, I'll let the captain know and let him decide.
He grabs your hand as you walk away. He says, "You are a person of science as well, yes?" Or are you not?
Yes, I am.
He talks to you in like a low voice.
Can you not hear me?
I can hear you now, but I think it's cutting in and out.
Okay.
He talks to you in a low voice, and he says, one of the fighters amongst us had superficial wounds, I applied a concentrate to them in their sleep, and the wounds were healed by morning. That's how he knows that it's potentially.
That has hit playing properties.
Yeah.
Mhm. That's interesting. Do you think it has something to do with the race of the fighter, or do you just think it's because somebody else reacted negatively to it? Is it through ingestion or because you applied it to like skin to skin contact? Why do you think they would have different?
He smiles real wide, and he says, "That is precisely what I'd like to know, but we need more samples."
Okay, I'll see what can be done.
It is the next day. Do we want to go on another roll the dice and burn some lumber adventure?
We're starting day 10.
I assume Angus is doing pull-ups.
I don't know if everyone's comfortable like where the boat is.
Yeah, maybe a team meeting might be merited here.
Also, we still have like we
Yeah,
have
it's
to
like-
make it to our location in time for that payment for like the crates we have to bring.
Yeah, I don't think there was perishables in there, but we still gotta check it. So maybe we sail, and then on the next available, whatever makes sense to the team, maybe the next available one we repair.
Yes, so you guys agreed to 1 week. You now have 5 days to deliver that on time. Your new sails have a maximum health of 50 now. Because they're brand new, they're good to go. Your hull is at 45. And I'm ready to sail if you guys are. Who wants to be the special person who rolls that delicious D20?
Drew, really quick.
Yeah.
Would that change our speed modifier? Because right now we have makeshift sails for -2.
Oh, I think that would give us a +1. Good looking out. So you guys are going to travel faster now that you have real sails.
I, of course, already let Red River know about what Douglas told me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then he wants more black substance just to put it on his reader.
Aye.
JP, you're gonna have to assign somebody to roll the dice for where we're going.
I don't want to.
She don't want that. She don't want that heat.
Let's open Nomad.
And you guys are gonna take 2 today, if you want them. You can move 2 spaces.
Is this just a straight D20?
Straight D20. Yeah, you want it to be good,
Or, yeah.
ideally.
17?
That's pretty good. You see.
That,
Go ahead.
so just for the mechanics of moving, now that our speed is 2, we can move 2 hexagons at a time?
Yeah, but we're only gonna do 1 at a time, but 2 in a day, so you consume less
2 in a
rations.
day, okay. Okay.
But you guys are not consuming rations because you're full of delicious nanners. You see behind you, Angus. You don't even have to roll. You're up in the crow's nest, and you see behind you a ship is trailing you.
I'm gonna scream to the rest of the crew, "Oh, we got people tailing us." What should we do? Guess I'm gonna shout that to our captain.
It's significantly it's like half a mile behind you, but it is traveling the same direction as you. You can tell that.
All right. I think what we should do is we'll just keep on our course and see if he's gaining on us or if we're outpacing them. So, Angus, can you keep an eye on that and let us know?
Yeah,
Next
I'll
time we
keep
sail.
an eye. Can I see if their sails have like any symbols on them or anything like that?
Give me an investigation squint roll.
I'm gonna like use my hands as like a scope.
You get out your custom super scope. Both hands.
Here we go. We're hot. See, I told you, dude. Change the dice. 25.
We're cooking now. Yeah, you can see the faint outline. That's such a good roll that I'm not even gonna ask for like a history check. At that island, there was another merchant ship docked. This is that ship.
Angus is back, baby. His rolls are high again.
You're not sure what the flag. It's flying a flag. You're not sure what it is, but it is not Viridian green.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep an eye on it and see if it gets any closer.
Yeah, light rain settles in briefly, but as the hours pass, the ship does not close the distance, and the seas are kind and gently caress you.
Mm-hmm. And where are we at in relationship? Like, where are we at on the map?
You've moved one hex northeast, and it's
DM,
about
I am
midday.
back. Sorry.
Nope, it's totally fine. I was asking you all sorts of questions.
Damn.
No, that's not true. Everything's fine. Go ahead and roll
Okay.
a d20 again. Let's discover that second space.
Nomad
I assume
take us
we're
away.
keep going northeast.
In my head, when Nomad is doing the rolls,
Mm-hmm.
he's sitting in the dinghy while the dinghy is lifted off the water,
Yeah.
and we rig some ropes so that he can pull on the steering wheel.
Yeah, he's running it from down there. He's pulling on both
Yeah,
sides.
yeah.
Yeah, that's 100% what's happening.
So you said another D20.
Another d20 flat and clean. You want to keep
I
it
see
kosher.
him looking at maps and the compass and just like trying to test it all out and feeling the knots in the rope for how fast we're flying.
Mm.
Yeah.
He's
How
got
smooth
one of
we're going.
those like sticks with like cups on it to measure wind speed. He's working it. He's working the math.
Yeah.
I got a 8.
Well,
Yeah, I must. I think what happened was I was going a little too crazy, and then the rope accidentally fell in part of the nanotar, and now everything's just tarred up.
there's a
and
sticky.
it's
Yeah,
rough.
there's a sticky thing. Go ahead and roll me a d20 again, please.
Natural 20.
Woo! You feel
Oh, yeah.
a fog
Woot
set
woot.
in, which is odd during the afternoon. And a current starts to push your ship west.
Oh boy.
It's like you can feel it pushing the ship. If you don't fight against it, you can move one tile to the west without a movement, if that makes sense. Or you can fight against it, and then we'll do some checks.
So I'd like to talk to the captain. So basically where we are is like directly west of the island. We've been able to move 2 tiles away from the island, but this would kind of push us right back towards the island. I don't know if that's ideal with our time crunch, if we think we can make it up, or if we want to, try to push through and keep going on our northeast pass.
Like where your head's at. I'm good either way. You make the call. I'm good either way. I think either way benefits us.
Alright, so I say just since we, the ship isn't at tip-top shape, maybe we should just hopefully it only blows us 1 tile and just let it take us, and I think we still have enough time to make it there.
I like it. Let's do it.
Alright.
The third day ends as you guys loosen the sails and are pushed 1 tile west. Roll me a d20. The fog clears.
$18.
Woo, doggy. Roll me a d20.
It's a lot of pressure, guys. 17.
I think you got it.
Angus, you are scanning the horizon at the end of this day. It's getting dark, but not too dark. And you see something strange. Just to the west of the ship, less than a couple hundred feet, you see a completely spherical red object floating in the water. It's about 40 feet wide. It's a huge wooden cylinder. Or I'm not cylinder, I'm sorry, sphere.
It's a wooden sphere?
It is a
Like-
wooden
like-
sphere.
Huh.
And it has a single piece of wood poking out its direct top as it bobs there in the water.
It seems suspicious. But I'm gonna let the group know, and I'm gonna make sure that they're aware that there's a large wooden mass to our which side of the boat?
To the stern. Nope. The bow. Nope.
The west.
The west.
The west side.
West side?
West side. On the west side, guys, there's a big red circle thing. I don't know if we want to investigate it. It looks kind of weird. But it's up to you guys.
Gang, what do we think? Should we explore it? Should we just push?
I vote yay to explore.
Mm-hmm. Just sorry,
I also vote
Anyway.
yay.
Yay.
Sure.
Let's do it. Okay. I think that's a majority. Question. Do we send a small party in the dinghy, or do we ride up next to it? What's the preference here?
Probably, I'd prefer to move in a big boat.
Okay. We'll pull up next.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
guys, these are calm waters. As you guys pull up next to it, and now that you're much closer, about 30 feet, you can see that only the top half of this sphere is red. The red paint is faded, but it's obviously well done. But the bottom half is white. And as you approach, you hear a clicking sound. You hear a... It sounds like metal chain, and you can see the red and the white parts of the sphere separating slowly. And over time, it continues to extend until the red portion is high in the air and the white portion is bobbing on the surface. And you see a little desk surrounded by tables filled with goods, and behind it is sitting a tabaxi man with slick back red hair and a beautiful mustache. And he says, "Hail and well met, brothers and sisters of the sea." He gestures to his items in front of him. "Welcome to Tom's Tradables. How can I help you today?"
Are you Tom?
"That's me," he says as he puts a bone comb through his hair. "That's me, you see. Me and my folks, we hustle around all over the sea here on my special shop." And just behind him, you see two little kids of his, much smaller little tabaxi kittens, and they nod at the same time. "This is
We take a
Tommy,
cat.
and this is Dongi."
Good looking family you got there.
You're not picking someone's children.
No, you misunderstand. They're my helpers. And they start shuffling around, dusting the various parts of the shop. "We haven't had a visitor in a while." But you see all sorts of items laid out on these tables. And his
Need
little
some weapons.
Anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You see several weapons. It's all manner of items. It's like, there's a little rack that has armor on it. There's all sorts of stuff. But there are three, on special little, stands by themselves.
Enclosures?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them looks to be a lantern. And one of them looks to be a Tommy bow. And one of them is a ring on a wooden hand.
The tummy bow is like a tummy gun, but a bow.
Yeah, it's a bow, but it's got 3 crossbows on top.
I like it.
Oh,
It's cool as hell.
That is awesome.
I would really love that zombie bow, but I know we're strapped for cash here.
It's trading, so we can trade him for stuff. So I know we don't have the best stuff, but we can see what he's interested in trading.
I offer
Ooh, we can
goods,
trade them dobbies.
all sorts of goods. I'm sorry, did you?
So let's find out what the
Doggies.
prices.
I do not trade in flesh. I want to cut that off right now. Oh, and you do see one more thing. Hanging right next to his desk is a pair of the most beautiful nunchucks you've ever seen.
God damn
You look carefully, they're signed by Bahud himself.
Yes, and they've got the hoods, and they're on fire.
No.
And they're
There's
shooting
too many-
lightning.
There's too many shiny things here.
Alright, so
Can I ask Tom if he's like always in this spot, or if he's like like a mobile? Does he like go with the waves, or
Oh,
can we
yeah.
like mark him down as he'll be here?
I'm wherever the sea needs me, my boy. And today it needs me here. It can be difficult, but I trust the sea more than I've trusted anyone in my life, except my dear wife, Veronica. Velasquez is her name. And she pops out from underneath like a stairwell and just waves. It's the cutest, friendliest family of Tabaxi people you've ever seen.
What are the odds we board them and take everything?
Are you asking him?
No, I'm asking the captain.
He says, "Lo!" Oh, sorry. I didn't hear that.
I'll throw that out there, and it may ruin our chances of this ever happening again.
Yeah, I think we might need the resources here and there, so let's keep
How much nanotar do we have? Has he ever seen it, and would he be interested in it?
Ooh, I like
You
that.
guys have not. This is the third day. You've not consumed all the rations of Danertar.
We can show him the properties and all the different things we've done with nanners or nanotar, and see if he's interested in that. We could.
Okay, so-
What else do we have? Does he
You
have
could be an
anything
investor.
for tools
An
for
investor.
ships and stuff?
I've got all sorts of goods, but I do have some rules. Free fry to browse,
Okay.
but try not to carouse. One at a time, please, and no weapons if you like.
I'll slowly put away my battle axe.
Oh, you had it like drawn above your head.
I have zero interest in weapons, so you guys can go for it.
Yeah, I'm also not interested in the wares.
It is too bad
I've
that you guys
nothing to
have
trade.
no money.
Ah,
It's
yeah.
not an optimal time for us.
Do you have by chance, do you have any brewer's supplies, a hand drum, and or a pan flute?
Tommy? Yes, father? Check in the back. He shuffles down into the bottom of this odd ship. Yes, father. We have a pan flute. Yeah, I can get you a pan flute, sir. You're a good-looking fella. I bet you can blow the hell out of this thing. And I will not be changing my phrasing.
I mean, for a discount, we could see what else I could blow, I guess.
Whoa! Let's go to a separate.
families.
Let's go to a separate Discord channel and hash this out. He says.
I will be there
Me, you, and Boot are gonna go to a separate
for
channel.
science.
He says, I was wondering how I was gonna tell you guys this. Roll me insight as you make sexual advances to this gentleman.
Lord,
Married with children.
Yes, that's clearly
in front
expressed.
of his family.
No interest
Oh,
in
stop, anybody.
Jeez.
I got a 5.
You see over his like extremely like kind and smiling veneer, You think you see something sinister behind it, but he does not respond.
Mm.
Yeah.
Alright. So, good sir, how much for the pan flute?
For you, he says, 15 gold pieces, no problem. I could speak to its quality. He gives it a whistle. I don't know what pan flutes sound like. That's like what the satyr in Hercules has, right? It's like 6 like cylinders tied together with holes in them. That's what a pan flute is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very specific Hercules animated movie reference, but here we are.
You take an IOU on all this stuff.
As a matter of fact, I do not trade in IOUs. It's odd that you would bring that up.
How about this? Alright. How about we knock down the price? Let's say we cut it in half with you in favor, so we'll go to 8 pieces. And I will give you directions to an island. This island currently has a what's the best way to say this? A small man that has a refreshment stand, and he may be looking for partners to expand a creating empire all across the ocean. Might make a good
That's
mobile
good.
unit.
Nobody's out here playing chess, son.
Make me a
That is
persuasion
good.
check.
Yeah, yes, for
with
sure.
with advantage.
What am I rolling? Sorry.
Persuasion. Or, yeah, I think persuasion's the only one that could pass this. Or athletics.
This is our first marketing.
What was the second one?
Persuasion. You can't do athletics. I was making a fun joke. and everyone laughed because it was so funny. I'm going to insert that in post. Terry, can we put some laughter in this?
Two 14s.
Double 14s? He says, I like the cut of your jib. Sounds good. Which way are they?
Alright. So, what you're gonna do, see this little island here? We're gonna go around the island, alright?
Mm-hmm.
Full 3 tiles around the island.
3
And
times.
then, once you get there, well, I'm just assuming he has like the same exact,
He does.
like,
He's holding the same map
base-
as you do.
map base that I have, right?
Yeah.
And then, you're gonna wanna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles northwest, alright? But be careful. There's gonna be a little boat. Okay, the boat's gonna try to sing you a nice song. Don't go by the boat. Filled with weird people
He makes a note.
and scary things. But if you go there, you're gonna find a nice little man and his monkey. The man's name, and I like whisper to the crew, like, help me, I have no idea what I forgot. Help.
Does anyone remember his name?
Like patchouli or something.
He is a bird named Barney.
Barney, there you go. Yeah.
That's
That's
a bird.
That's the
That's
monkey.
not right.
That's the
Rublet.
That's not right.
Monkey.
That's the
Rublet.
No.
Rublin.
Roof. Yeah.
Rublet.
Very good.
Roof.
So, you're gonna find a man named Rublin. And
Patchouli.
he may be singing and dancing to himself. That's normal. Don't worry about it. Just whatever you do, don't mention the name Eldar. I'd probably stick to, like, say Red River sent you. I think that'd be better. Don't mention
Yeah.
the big guy.
That's a deal, he says, as he whispers something and gestures to the pan flute, and a magical hand takes the flute over and drops it in your hand and holds out for coin.
I give him the 8 coin.
He accepts. Excellent doing business. I'll be sure to seek out this Rublin fellow. Always happy to meet another partner in trade if the seas take me there.
I take it. I think we've got everything we can. It would be nice to run into you.
Oh, I think we'll be seeing each other again.
Yeah. Guys, anything we want to inform him that we're interested in case he can, track it down for us? Maybe he has an opportunity to make some trades and get us some of the stuff that we want.
Not a bad idea. Pick your weapons.
I think we should try to get some form of projectile on this boat. feel like things might get dicey real soon.
Yes.
I would
Like
like
a cannon?
that. Oh.
Yeah, I think a nice like cannon.
I think I brought that up before. I
So-
don't think we have gunpowder yet.
Gunpowder does not exist in this world.
That's
Your
what I
character
wanted as well.
Would not know
So
what to
maybe-
do.
So maybe we do like a ballista type situation. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Ooh. Can we do that?
Tom hears you speaking amongst yourself. He says, "So, that's beyond my means. But if you find the right shipwright, who knows what's possible?
All right, just keep an eye out for us.
You got it, kid."
Also, Tom, one last quick thing.
Mhm.
We're crew for hire. You know, we're very ambitious. Any word on any projects out there? Any jobs that you're aware of? You meet a lot of people, I'm sure. You're well networked.
I could not betray anyone's confidence, but something's coming. The waves are too quiet.
Hmm.
We all must prepare. our
Question for
way.
Tom.
Uh,
If Angus remembers, we saw a weird flag that we hadn't seen before, and I asked Angus to describe it to him so that Tom can tell us if maybe he can identify it.
You talk about like the symbol.
Yeah, that one ship that was following us 2 days ago.
Yeah, I didn't really get a description of what the symbol was, but I can't remember at least.
it wasn't the Viridian Empire symbol, but like you couldn't make out what it was.
Okay.
Not even like colors, Drew. He has like a 25 roll.
It's not green.
That doesn't help at all.
I guess we can maybe like ask about like any merchant ships that frequent the water, if they know of.
Have
Any
you
merchant
seen
ship?
anybody nearby in the last couple of days?
In these parts, it's mostly the West Dalian Company and the Viridian Empire. The Empire, you'll notice from their beautiful green shimmer, but they deal even-handed, even if their prices are a bit high for my tastes.
Now, do you believe in the Viridian Empire? Or are you a fellow patriot?
He kind of like squints at you when you say like when you're saying that, and he thinks for a moment, and he says, "The Empire stands on the shoulders of its people and calls itself tall.
I'm gonna take that as a no.
I'm no patriot, but I wouldn't cross them either."
Okay.
And he reaches behind him, like there's like with that big like mast that runs through the center of his ship is hanging. There's like a little rope hanging off it. He says, "And with that, if you need nothing else, I bid you adieu."
I do. Get on sailing.
Timmy, Tubby, downstairs. It's time to go. Beep, 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 beep. The little kittens all scurry underneath the stairs. And Tom, spelled Thom, gives you a bit of a like tip of his fake cap and pulls the rope. And quickly, the two halves of the sphere snap back together. And it sinks under the water.
I dig it.
And it is nighttime now. So, Red River, something we've not talked about is like, what's everyone's schedule at night? You're at open sea. I was going to give you guys the option of either you can push for another movement now that you have better sails, but you will do it at like a negative roll. So it will negatively impact the rolls that you're doing it at night. Does that make sense? So that D20 will have a negative modifier to it.
Yeah,
Or
it kind
you
of
guys-
makes sense, but it kind of doesn't, because sailing at night shouldn't impact you that
Well,
much.
some of the rolls are like, well, I don't want to ruin anything. Being able to see would impact some of the rolls.
Got it.
But there would be advantages
Got it.
to nighttime too. That's all I'm
Got
saying.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But we
Well, we're not necessarily standing still just because it's nighttime. The boat is still moving. We just
Right.
wouldn't be moving as fast. We could move faster if we were to move.
yeah, like if you guys, let's say you were running from someone, right, that you knew was on your ass, like traveling at night would be good, but like people would get tired faster because you guys don't have enough people to have shifts for people. If that makes sense. Like mechanically,
Yeah.
it just means, do you want to discover a new tile, an extra tile at the end of the day or not?
Yeah.
But right now, like, you know, we can do it, but I would need Constitution throws from a few people, and then
I think
Yeah.
both in the game and out, like for the purposes of the mechanics of the game and understanding them, and also for the purposes of inside of the game, on the crew us as a crew working together and understanding how to sail at night. We're going to, at times, sail at night just to get good at it.
yeah,
so
yeah,
we're
totally.
not sailing.
Build that skill set.
Yeah, so we can build a skill set as we are. When we need to run or when we need to sail at night, maybe that's our specialty. Maybe we are the Navy SEALs of sailing at night.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. And I think a lot of you have dark vision, so like that can totally check out. But that's only, I think, like 60 or 90 feet. So like, there
60
are some
feet.
there are some things that only happen at night. And,
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I get that. No, you don't want to wait until you have to learn how to do it. I totally get that.
Yep. So I think we're not pushed for it, but we should sail. So what we'll do is we'll do a 3-man night shift, and then the rest, the rest can go rest, and then we beat to quarters if we run into trouble. First sign of trouble, wake everybody up. One of the 3 people wakes everybody up, and then we'll deal with whatever it is there. But if it's smooth sailing, then it's smooth sailing. We'll just sail.
And it could be. Who's on shift tonight? As you got some.
I have dark vision, so and I'm the captain, so I'll volunteer for
I do
8
not.
night
I
shifts.
also I don't have dark vision.
Not everybody has to have dark vision, but yeah, one of the 3 should have it, right? If not more.
And
I
I feel
have
like
dark vision.
minimum you need 3, I would say.
Yeah,
One
3 people,
for-
but only one needs dark vision.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
totally. I mean, just like to operate the ship.
Yes.
Maybe 4.
Well, wouldn't it be better
3.
to do it in shifts, like only
Every
have
2
some of
hours.
us every 2 days or whatever, or
Yeah.
whatever or
Yeah, you would come up with a schedule, but right now we're just practicing, right? Meaning, some of us are gonna work a double just to get it done.
Okay. Well, I can. I don't have no problem doing it at night. I'm used to the darkness.
Alright, we need
Be on too.
We need
I'll
one more.
go.
Aldar?
All there for it.
And then the idea behind 3 is you need redundancy, right? So somebody's gonna be navigating, other people working the rigs, and then if something happens, the 3rd person goes downstairs.
That's
and
the
wakes
runner.
everybody up.
Yeah, that's the like, hey, let's go. Yeah, that totally makes sense to me. One of the 3 people, roll me a d20. Let's go on an adventure. And what
Just a
direction are we traveling?
Well, we before Nomad went to hit the bunk, he gave us a direction somewhere to go,
Yeah.
and he told us which direction.
Probably northeast.
Northeast, I believe.
Yeah, northeast still. That makes more sense.
Oh, everyone feast your eyes on the, I just saw it faintly. The picture of, Nomad, it's pretty good. In the chat.
I did create the hat on that picture. I apologize.
It's pretty good. I'm a fan of this short little grip.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this guy's doing it for me. He's got the juice.
That's my door.
I was stay strapped with that cup right there. You never know.
That's a good looking son of a bitch. Who's rolling them bones?
11.
Total? Who's on the crow's nest?
It would
Don't
be
have dark vision.
I'll do it.
Yeah, probably a dark visioner.
Yeah.
Amaya, you hear something. The night's very quiet. Not many waves. You've been very fortunate. The moon is only at like quarter. Fucking, I don't know, moon. It's not. It's only a quarter visible. I'll learn moon
Is
things.
it waxing or waning?
And fuck off.
It's waning.
It's doing. Can you believe it? It's doing both. So it's 1/8 waxing and 1/8 waning, and you can't even explain it. It's magic. It's fantasy. Sarah, you
Holy
hear
shit.
something splashing. Make me a perception check.
Perception. It's a 3. I rolled a nat 1.
You don't hear anything. Everything's fine. And as the moments pass, you think that splashing was maybe just like some beautiful, cute dolphins swimming alongside the ship, or something like that. A few
I don't
moments,
notice it.
you don't notice anything with a natural one. A few moments later, Aldar and Red River, something jumps out at you. Something small from the port side of the ship. And you hear it whistle through the air. It's traveling, whatever it is traveling really fast. And soon, hundreds of little fish, flycer fish, fly over the ship with jagged talons on each fin.
Oh, no.
Roll a dexterity saving throw, everyone on deck. In this case, it's just Aldar and Red River.
Dex saving throw.
Yeah.
A 9.
Red River, what'd you get, buddy?
Oh,
9.
you got a 9.
Oh, I'm sorry. What'd you get, Alder?
I'm trying to roll it. Hold on.
It's at the top left. Well, if you have the same screen as I do.
He is on. He's on.
Yeah, I'm on the telephone now, and it's being kind of stupid. I don't know what it's doing.
As these small fish fly through the air all around you, for a moment, like you can't even see the sky. There's that many of them as you kind of hit the deck, Red River. But before you do, several of them slice through your exposed arms and legs,
Sons of bitches.
Jesus.
and you take 13 damage from
Oh,
countless
shit.
cuts. As does, since we did not get any time to furl the sails will also take 13 damage.
No. You really don't want to sail at night.
No, you guys do whatever you want. I wrote this table. And...
Change max HP.
God damn it.
Oh, did I? I'm sorry. Can you fix it for me? It's supposed to be 37 current.
Drew, DM, can you roll for me? I can't get this page to come back now.
You're okay.
What's
I
wrong?
totally can. I'm not going to tell you the DC to beat,
I don't know
but
what's happening.
you rolled an 18. Aldar, fucking Neo in the Matrix, starts like wiggling his arms around as these fish fly through the air.
He catches one. He
and
catches
eats-
3 fish and fucking juggles
My
them.
antlers.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's got one impaled on his antlers and one between each toe. He's got these fish all over the place, but they do have like small little daggers at each, and they can travel at significant speeds. But right as quickly as they appear, 30 seconds later, they vanish as you hear them swimming off into the distance. Otherwise, this waxing, waning, beautiful moonlit night is uneventful, and it is the next day. You
How
guys
much
stayed
health
up.
does our sails have now?
That's a
37.
third quartermaster. I think it's 37.
Ah, okay.
There's some rips, but like they're still holding wind.
Alright, so,
Okay.
so now it's daytime, right?
It's the morning, and you guys are tired.
Yep, so let's do a quick shift change just to get accustomed to that. And the people that were up are gonna go to bed, and then Angus back on the, then, well, whomever, because, yeah.
You probably
however you
do.
guys organize.
You'd probably do Angus because he's your second in command.
Second in command, yeah. So he probably, wherever they want to be. So, Angus, you got the con. We're gonna go get some rest. and wake us up if you need us. Otherwise, let's try to deliver this time.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's me, Nomad, and Drosora, right?
And
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's true. You pick a direction. Let's rock and roll. Probably northeast still, I assume.
Yeah, northeast.
And you know the drill.
What is the drill?
D20. I assume Angus is in. Oh, Angus is steering, so I guess who's in the crow's nest?
We'll go the crow's nest.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'll roll.
Rolled in bones.
What?
Oh!
What do you get?
I rolled a 2.
1 second.
Oh no.
Our boat lights on fire.
What happened? What did you roll when the wave hit us that one time?
Roll 1d8,
2.
please.
Oh no.
Pretty sure it was a 2.
It was a 2. Yeah.
How does a 3 do?
3 is perfect. Yeah,
It's a
so
D8.
yeah, there's a little bit of a breeze on the wind in the morning, and some storm clouds that look like they're chasing you. Drosora, make me a perception check.
Okay. My Lego dice. 16.
You get a
Or,
little.
sorry, an 18 with my bow.
Whoa! You get a little bored up there, you know? Like, you've never been in the crow's nest, it's kind of exciting, you're getting excited climbing up there, it's like 40 feet in the air, it's pretty cool. But after a few hours, you get kind of bored. However, just like you getting, like, zoning out in class, and then zoning back in just right before the teacher calls on you, you spot something only a few hundred feet in front of the ship. What looks like a shallow sandbar in the middle of this ocean. And with an 18, you know it's shallow enough for you to hit.
My god. I started screaming.
Ah!
I'm gonna turn around and say, turn the ship! Anyway, not straight.
You're driving.
No, you're driving! I'm in the
Oh.
crow's nest!
You guys hit
shit,
this.
I'm driving. I'm drunk. Which direction is it? Which direction I have to turn?
It's either way, the sandbar's directly in front.
Oh lord.
Go left
With
or
an
right.
18, you can see that it stretches pretty, like, several hundred feet in both directions.
90 degrees right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna just keep turning as far as I can to the right hand
I don't
side.
give a fuck who we wake up.
You work the wheel, the huge wheel. Who's the other person? Who's the third person awake? Nomad?
Yeah.
Nomad, you're frantically untying and retying the sails. I need a sailing check from everyone's favorite first mate, Angus.
Here we go.
There you
19.
go.
19. Angus snaps to attention, fully erect. No,
Here we
Terry.
go.
Terry, can we cut that? Terry, cut that last 30 second, 45 second. Thank you, Terry.
Keep it in.
Oh, keep
What's
it
she
in,
say?
Terry. You know what? Undo. Control Z. Pump the volume on that 20%. That's a clip, baby. That's a clip. You see. You turn the ship like Captain Jackathy Sparrow, and it's cool as hell. You do it with one hand. You see Nomad scuttling about, trying to move the mast, but you know everything's gonna be okay as you catch an eastern wind and turn just in time to barely skid against this huge random sandbar out here in the middle of the ocean. And you are safe. And go ahead and start a wheel with 4 pieces and add 1 and fill it in for sailing. Basically that
That's just
mechanic.
Angus, right?
Just Angus. Yeah, I can't give anyone else credit for that. But that's the mechanic. Basically, when you are able to do a task in a thing, you'll get closer to it. I know you've been desperately trying, Swiffer, but none of the rolls have paid off for you yet. But you guys have another movement today after dodging that sandbar. Maybe high fives are thrown around.
Yeah, high five.
I'm
for sure.
like sweating bullets up there.
Zora's not zoning out anymore. She's like frantically scanning in every direction.
How many pieces of the pie do I need to?
This is just a 4-piece. This is an easy 4-piece, baby, from KFC. What's cooking?
Hell yeah, we're cooking it up. I got one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cooked. Pepperoni.
You guys hear that sizzle? Gas him up. I'm trying to use new language. Is it working? I've got Urban Dictionary pulled up here. Someone else roll a d20. Or no, maybe not someone else. Maybe it's Bahoot's time to shine, baby.
Alright. We're going again.
Roll them bones.
I believe.
How much worse could it get?
It could get worse.
Not 20.
No.
Come on.
Hey.
No.
We're cooking.
Let me
Let's
see
go.
it. Let me see it.
What's
It
the
is.
rock cooking in here?
The Rock's cooking some 20s. I haven't looked at this part of the thing. I didn't. Okay, 1 second. Roll me 1d4, please.
Oh yeah. How does a 4 do?
You guys are sailing. It's midday, and that sea spray is hitting just right as you crest each wave. The salty brine hits your nose with a delicious perfume. And you see something odd.
Golden arches for McDonald's.
The McDonald's McCafe new specials. As you pull into the drive-thru, you see what looks like a creature right to the side of the ship, only like 50 feet away, letting out a sound. But you can't quite make it out from here.
I'm gonna turn the boat towards the sound.
As you get closer, Jasora, you can see it clearly now. Worrying the worst possible scenario since your harrowing journey this morning. You see what looks like a horse. But instead of a mane, it has fins. And it looks to be injured. And on its head, you see a single spiraling horn.
Is it on land or swimming in the water?
It's swimming on water, but it looks injured.
Can we, like, anchor and try to help it in some way?
You guys absolutely can.
Does somebody want to do like a nature check or like an animal handling check?
That is what I would recommend.
Would an animal?
I would do
Yeah.
a nature if you want to figure out what it is. If you want to like manipulate it in some way, I would need animal.
Alright.
I'll do a nature.
Look it up.
Hold a 17.
As a mermaid, I was going to give you advantage on the roll, but you can go for a 20 if you want.
Okay. Much worse. Much worse.
So 17. Well, now that you're closer, you can see that instead of like a svelte, beautiful white hide, they're just very small shimmering scales. And you know this to be a kelpie. An ancient mermaid legend that you've never seen in real life, but ancient merfolk use these to patrol these seas. And they are said to be blessed by the gods themselves.
This is like real folklore, IRL.
It is. Are you Googling while I'm doing my job?
No, no. I actually read Claire a book. It's like the Frozen. No, not Frozen. A different book, but they had kelpies in it.
This is a kelpie unicorn.
Ooh.
Its right back leg fin appears to be injured. I'm imagining Rapidash, but instead of fire coming off of it, it's like fins. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this creature is quite large, but as you're inspecting it, you make eye contact with it, and it's quiet for a moment before neighing sadly, like this.
I'm gonna jump in the water. As long as y'all are cool with me coming down from the Crossness.
Yeah, I mean, I can go up and Nomad can take the wheel.
As you break the plane of the water, huge fangs appear on the Kelpie as it buries it into your neck. No, it neighs with pleasure as you get close to it, and maybe you give it a pat like in Horse Whisper and say, "Easy, girl."
Can I do a medicine check?
Yeah, absolutely. Or animal handling, whichever you want to do.
A 14.
Yeah, you can see it sustained some sort of like stabbing injury to its leg that's deep. Some blood is escaping, but it's not like your blood. It's more rainbow and perfect.
Love that.
It sighs gently in your embrace.
I'm going to ask if we, yell up and see if anyone knows of anything that we could provide for the horse. Kelpie. Have
Can
to
you
help
communicate
him.
with it? Okay.
I guess I could.
Yeah, I was thinking you're superpowered.
Asked, animal friendship.
Hey.
Only if it's wisdom. Wait, if it's smarter than if its intelligence is higher than a 4, then I can't. But
It is.
God damn
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
it. If the
Oh, I
beast's
forgot
intelligence
about
is
this.
4 or higher, the spell fails.
Yeah.
I'm so
But
sorry, dude.
Don't you have the staff, the thing?
I don't have the
that,
trident. That's
that
not
thing.
Nomad or
Make me a charisma saving throw.
charisma saving?
Yes.
A 7.
As you look again into the eyes of this Kelpie, all the fear you had before is gone. You're not scared. You're not worried about the ship. You're okay. Everything's fine. And you can swear you see the Kelpie smile.
We have to help him.
Because of your medicine check, you know that it's not in grave danger. It's just like in a lot of pain.
Can
Ask
they?
him what he wants us to do for him.
It doesn't know how to talk to you.
Oh, I notice the ship's not moving. I wake up, I get my knife out, and I slit his throat.
Oh my god. Nomad, are you gonna say something?
Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna ask if, like, they can also come on, like, lands. Like, can we try to bring them aboard for, like, a further inspection of, like, his condition, or does he have to stay in?
With her medicine check, it would not like permanently damage it to move it. But the blood from slitting its throat is starting to cover a lot of the space
Oh.
around you guys. The perfect
Alright.
silvery blood is no, it's fine.
I wanna ask
This misery.
Nomad if we can lower the dinghy,
The special
bring
thing.
him on board.
I guess that's alright, but you're cleaning up all the rainbow blood. I don't do well with blood, and I pass out once I see it, so.
That's fine, I'll handle
You lower the dinghy into the water, and through some doing, Jasora. Does anyone go in to try and help her?
Yeah, I mean, we probably should go help real quick, at least.
The Kelpie gets a little nervous when anyone else is around her. Like if you ever spend a lot of time around a horse, like some people the horse like is very comfortable with, and like other people like
I try to calm it. I try to say these people are good.
it's calmed by your pets.
Drew, I have a question for you.
How much health HP does it have? We can talk
Well,
about it.
That's the second question. The first
Okay.
question So this pan flute I got, I'm reading the description, and
Yeah.
it says if I have proficiency,
Yeah.
which I do,
Mhm.
I can add my proficiency bonus to any ability check.
Yeah.
So can I do like an animal handling check, which is +2, and then add proficiency, which would be like +4 to try to help
Yeah.
out?
You'd have another
Soul?
+2, but I will only do this in situations that make sense. In this, I feel it does make sense. But like, if you're
Alright.
doing an athletics check, obviously, if you're like, then I pull out my pan flute, I'm gonna tell you to fuck off, right?
Yeah, no,
But
no,
yeah.
no, like I'm just trying to like ease it, you know?
Yeah,
Like a nice
totally.
little two.
Yeah.
Alright, so
You're gonna do a
Do I
soft
just,
melody.
do I just manually add that on then, like roll? the animal
Yeah.
handling?
I don't know how to do that without creating an action in D&D Beyond and attaching the pan flute. I haven't. But yeah, we can just roll it and then we'll add to.
Alright. So I will do that to try to help out Jasora, because like obviously I'm on the dinghy, so I
Yeah.
don't want to spook it and like it try to run away.
Yeah. So you like roll up on it and then it starts hearing this beautiful melody.
So 10.
And the melody turns sour. No, the melody is fine. It's inoffensive. But through some doing and the calmness of the melody and Swiffer having formed a relationship with this creature, you're able to get it into the boat. It is quite heavy, but once it understands what you want, it kind of helps as it gets into the dinghy. As it like gets in like on a dry area, its back two legs had been like almost so fully turned to fins, and now they look more like a horse leg with fins on it. Similar to how you guys experience like mermaid people. And you guys have acquired a Unikelpie.
Hell yeah.
How much do they sell for by chance?
Oh.
You don't know yet.
Excellent.
But you hear their meat goes for a significant price.
Can't sell them alive.
Sick.
Oh! Ready to fight everyone on this ship. We will be on the mer people's good side if we help this creature. We can have the power of all mer people.
She yells into the abyss.
I don't know if this thing is that iconic, but we can definitely give it a go.
I've never even seen one in real life. This is blowing my mind.
Yeah, both the mer people would know that this is a talked about, and like neither of you, even in all your years, Amaya, you have not actually laid eyes on this a creature like this.
And then I don't want to wake Amaya, but
Alder takes his knife from its sheath.
I want to, like, once I know that they've had like a decent amount of sleep, I want to.
You
Make her
know
aware
that
of the
Amaya would
situation.
not. Amaya would be more upset that you didn't wake her up as soon as you have it than if you had waited until I had a decent amount of sleep.
Okay. Well, then I'll make her aware that we have this creature on board and that I wanted to see if she could maybe help healing it.
The Kelpie can like almost stand on its own, but like holds its hind leg up like it's damaged before like laying back down.
It doesn't put its full weight on its leg.
Right. Yeah, and it's heavy.
Right, right.
Like now that it's on deck and like semi-standing, you can all see this is a big boy.
Right. Yeah, we'll definitely we'll try to put a stent on the leg and try to make it rest as much as possible so that it doesn't, so the leg can fully heal. You know what I mean?
You guys estimate, just like seeing it in front of you now, this thing is like half a ton of pure Kelpie power.
Hell yeah.
But it's shimmering in the light and it is beautiful.
Are people gonna try to take it from us?
well,
I feel like it should be a
we're
secret.
gonna have to meet some people. What was the answer to the healing of it? Did we address that?
I don't know. If I let's do a medicine check, or if she
Yeah.
has any recommendations.
Yeah.
I say a stint on the leg, but I'll do a medicine check if needed.
Let's see how good of a stint you can. Like, you just know things being the surgeon. So, like, if you roll a 1, you won't forget that it needs a stint, right? Like, you know what I mean? We'll just see
I
how
rolled a
effective it is.
20, a dirty 20.
A filthy 20. Yeah, you rub some delicious seaweed left over from cleaning the ship all those days ago. And you wrap it. First, you do a wrapping of that. It only takes you, like, less than an hour. And Jasora, I assume you stay with the Kelpie and, like, pet it to make sure it stays safe.
I'm attached to it. I'm going to be sleeping next to it tonight.
Its eyes are like
And every
shimmering
night.
colors as it looks at both of you and lets out a and it goes to sleep as you repair it.
Oh.
And with a dirty 20, you know that it should be fine in a couple days.
Okay.
Mechanically,
I reassure Jasora that the Kelpie's going to be just fine. Just give it some time.
Thank you.
mechanically, the Kelpie does consume more food than a person, so the Kelpie's gonna eat 2 rations a day. Or if you cut it up, it could be worth. We can discover how many. Right? That's an additive.
I start sharpening my blade behind it.
What?
and drooling. And I think we've got one more roll for today, right? No, this will be the second roll. No, that was the first roll, right?
We've had 2 rolls during the daytime.
That's the second. That's the second roll for the.
So we
day.
can switch to nighttime now, and the
Oh.
shift. We can do a shift change.
I'm sleeping on deck with the Kelpie.
Stinky.
Yeah, there's
I'm already known to be stinky.
the
So.
stink is multiplied by. But if it's time for the night crew, we can roll another d20.
I'm waking up, yeah. The fuck is this thing on deck?
No, we take a bite out of it.
Delicious.
Red River, do you want Aldar to take a turn steering or?
Aldar.
Yeah, let's
Maybe
do
I
it.
should have spelled it with owl. Like O-W-L.
Aldar, you're gonna.
Owl. Yeah, you know what? DM, let's change that. I'll change it.
No. Hey, Red River, make me a perception check.
Perception check. 1 second. Yep.
Ooh, nice.
17.
Red River, you're getting up. You wake up a little before in your cabin, your private cabin. Before someone comes to get you, you kind of just have like an internal clock. A captain probably carries enough stress around him where like he can't get a full night's sleep. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's one eye open kind of thing.
And you hear it as clearly as you can hear my voice now. In your cabin, you hear someone sneeze. Achoo! You turn and look all around you. It sounds like it came from just behind you. And there's nothing there.
And it came from inside the cabin.
You know that. You know it.
Yeah. And I have dark vision, and I have tremor sense,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
so I know something's up.
Yes. You know
Say-
you heard that in here. And you know what, with your
Yeah,
tremor
yeah.
sense, like I imagine your like bed is like built into the wall. You felt like something near the wall.
I go. I'm gonna go do a. It's not the investigation. What's the other one that's not investigation?
Perception is like
Perception.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. If you're
So I'm
looking
gonna
at
do an investigation
Yeah.
specifically to like where the panel is. Yeah, sorry.
Totally. No, you're fine.
16.
None of it's like it's as intact as it ever has been. Like you know for sure the wood's not been manipulated. And I understand that these are 2 incongruent ideas, but I am telling you
That's all right.
what you're seeing.
That's alright.
Yeah. And you're sure of both things.
I go. feel a little crazy, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Is someone here?
You say that out loud.
Yeah.
Stand by.
I say, yeah. Whatever the equivalent pleasantry to bless you is. So let's go bless you for.
You don't hear anything.
Do an Arcana check.
You know what?
No.
The bless you is such good flavor that I'm gonna roll it again. I'm basically doing a D100 luck check. That's what they call it in the book. But basically, it's like if you're 50-50 about something as a DM or 75, or you need to like do a 100 percentile. You
Yeah.
just roll a D100.
Go full resolution dice. Yeah.
You don't hear anything.
Alright.
With the Arcana check, you sense like, what'd you roll? 11.
You didn't roll it.
Yeah, I did.
He did. You don't like no magic you're aware of is in this room.
Yeah. No, well, yeah. Just it's suspicious.
Yeah, like
you know.
that's normal. Like you, like for sure know something happened in here, so it totally makes sense for me to Red River to be like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm gonna make a mental note, but I'm gonna get to my shifting. You know what I'm saying?
No, totally.
Lace on my boots and get back to the business of businessing.
Time to roll them bones. And you have a new soldier on your squad as you walk outside and see Jasora resting her head against an extremely large fish-like unicorn creature.
I think it's very strange that just sort of sleeping on deck on top of the unicorn, but you know what? Fuck it.
Sometimes that's what's gonna. Sometimes that's what happens out here.
Yeah, so each their own. She wants to sleep here. I'm good with it.
More power to her. Who's giving me that sticky D20? That filthy D20.
Amaya's gonna be in the crow's nest because of the dark vision.
Dumb question.
MC.
What's the ship called again? Argana.
Angara? The RB and Angara?
Argana.
Did I spell it right,
Argana.
people in the thing? Go ahead, Japer, sorry.
Yeah. MC, you doing the who's?
Yeah. Say less, man.
It's
Here
the
we
night
go.
crew?
Oh shit. 9.
Night crew getting that 9? Night crew fucking up. Roll me a D20, please.
Alright. 13.
That's not bad.
Lucky number 13.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Who's in the crow's
I'll take
nest?
Okay.
DED.
Is it, who is it for real? Is it?
Samaya.
Yeah.
Or I don't. Yeah.
Amaya sees, just to the right of the ship. It's dark, but you can see something big. A big shadow in the water.
I say to Alder and I say, hey, wake everybody up. I don't know what that is, but it's big. And if not, they can go back to bed.
I run downstairs and I ring the bell.
There is no bell.
Orders.
You do not have a bell.
Wake the fuck up!
Yeah, you see. There, that's the bell.
Yeah! Hell yeah. Master at arms.
As you guys look closer, over the starboard side of the ship, the dark shadow, you can tell it's underwater, is moving closer to the surface. And it breaks. You're not traveling very fast, you're traveling quickly, like you're at traveling speed, but not crazy fast. And this creature is matching your pace easily. And you can only make out the top of what looks like a brown shell covered in grass. And what looks like a well-tended garden with vegetables growing atop it.
Hell yeah. It's probably a traveling gardener thingy.
But
You're
you don't
welcome.
see anything else.
Alright, who's going over first?
Well, let's see what let's proceed with
I
or
can
investigate
send
or whatever.
I can send my buddy, my crow.
Simone.
Yeah. Do a perception check first, and then think sending Simone's a nice touch.
Because I can, if I'm in the crow's nest and we don't need me, then I can just use my senses
Yep.
and see through it.
Yep.
You send Simone. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
An investigation.
Yeah, because you're looking
No,
at like a
that-
specific thing.
Sorry, it's a 22 for investigation.
Woo! Damn, Daniel.
That's a nat 20.
Jesus. Yeah, Simone like dive bombs right at it and lands perfectly on a radish. And this garden, it's unclear that it's how it's being tended to. But this is a dragon turtle. One of the most ferocious creatures on the Scattered Sea. But it is paying you no mind at all.
It's paying Simone no mind at all.
Right. Like, you have no indication with a 20. You don't think it even knows your ship is there. Like, it's just lazily swimming. It just happens to be in the same direction as you. You also know, with a 20 and understanding the size of it, this is like an iceberg. Like, you can see like 10% of it.
It's a big fuck.
This thing is enormous. You get the indication this is bigger than your ship. Like, this is an extremely large creature.
Don't want to mess with that.
Yeah. It's matching our speed.
But,
But we could get veggies.
yeah, get some veggies.
And then
Get
we
Kirby.
ordered.
Can we make like a basket and see if Simone can carry some of it? I don't know what it'll be.
You know what? With a 20, as you look at one of the radishes you land on, you can see that all of the vegetables here are still connected to the shell.
Oh.
Let's not fuck with that. We'll just sail. I think we should just sail.
I tell you
That's
guys,
a lot of
if you
adventure.
if you had not rolled a 20, I would not. I would love to watch someone try and take some of the shit off this fucking turtle. But I gotta respect that natty or that filthy.
Yeah. The Sarah roll, son of the Sarah. I think we let the veggies. We can not pick the veggies off a
You know what?
dragon turtle.
Can I say something,
Don't take
Aldar?
the veggies.
Aldar,
Yeah.
you're looking over. They look good. These are the plump. These are some plump veggies. You think that's tasty? That's some tasty stuff right there, baby. You haven't seen a
Alright,
tomato like that.
I'm rolling to stealth it. You see what happens.
What is? Tell me what you're trying to do first.
I'd like to ask the captain's permission before I do anything hastily.
Oh.
What happened there? What's that, man? What's going on?
I mean, I just, could jump on there. He's like a big fella. I don't think he'd notice me. Small little guy. Could probably hide in a bush or something.
You want to channel your inner hobbit power? And, I don't think
only if we really want the veggies, though. Or I can jump on and try to, slit his throat with my battle axe. But I don't know how far we're looking to go.
Yeah. I think we leave well enough alone. I mean, I like a good veggie, but it's a night. We're gonna get fucked up around here. We don't have anything big to fight that big of a monster. I just don't like our odds right now. Let's deliver this cargo and then we'll weaponize our ship so we can take something like this on.
You guys have a passive insight. So just you would know, like, you're in the presence of a like ancient and powerful creature.
Yeah. Something that you wouldn't trifle with.
Yeah, you understand that. Yeah. I don't want to tell you guys to do. You guys do whatever you want. But
No, there's things you trifle and there's things you don't trifle.
this
with,
thing
you know
is.
what I'm saying?
This thing is. I may not describe. This thing is big.
Yeah. Bigger than our ship.
Yeah,
probably
this
10.
thing could probably eat your ship. Like, this is.
Yeah, which is- We don't have armament or spells. Like at level 2 or whatever the hell we are, we don't have the armament or spells to put up a fight.
You know
We would
what
just be
though?
a snack.
You'd be a legend on the Scattered Sea.
Fuck yeah, we would. Well, we already are, son. We already are.
And no one ever saw them again.
And that's the lesson of why you don't fuck with a dragon turtle. Radishes be damned. So we just keep the course.
Yeah.
Allow it to sail with us next until it gets bored and does something.
After like an hour, it like submerges back underwater, like quicker and faster than you thought like would have been possible for such a large creature, as the ship kind of trembles in its wake. But you are all inspired by. You've seen 2 things in the last 2 days that are like an extremely rare phenomenon. that in your
Yeah,
collective years of sailing you've not witnessed before.
And I talked with Nomad on the side and said, hey man, let's I'm pretty sure you're good at this, taking stuff, but let's mark the areas where we encounter some of these majestic beasts, because maybe there's something to it later. Maybe we're quested to do something with these things later.
Noted.
Anyway.
Yeah.
That day, you guys consume the last of the nanners before they go completely bad. And
We try to feed it. We try to feed a nanner to the. Can we name the thing?
The Kelpie?
Yeah.
I mean, that's up to you guys.
So what if we get many at Kelpie? Also, if
A
we name
legion
it,
of kelpies.
yeah, because we can ride into battle with Kelpies like we're fucking. What are those things called? The ladies in.
The Valkyrie,
mythology.
but with
Yeah.
kelpies.
Yeah, we get a
God.
fucking whole army. I think also if we name it, the crew will be less likely to want to eat it.
To
So
eat it.
that's
Aldar may the chance of Aldar eating it in the night will go down.
I don't know about
Yeah.
that.
Or up. If you name it
People
like
are savages.
hamburger, then maybe it'll.
Yeah,
go
you
up.
can name Alder Jr. and then that'll increase the chances of the.
Little AJ.
Oh, Kelpie of Winox.
Yeah, it's kelpie of Winnow.
What was the goldfish name? It was like
Oh my god, Scoobles. Scubbles?
Goobles.
Scoobles. Scoobles. R.I.P. Scoobles. No, wait, Scoobles made it to the end. Scoobles never dies.
Yeah, he was
Bulls never
protected.
died.
Scoobles is eternal. So yeah, it's the next day. You have 3 days to deliver the shipment, I think, if I'm counting right.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone's fresh, except for, I assume the night squad goes back to sleep.
Yeah.
Totally,
Yeah.
totally makes sense to me.
Because I don't know how far we are, so we have to sail there at night till we get a
Yeah.
sense of
No,
distance.
I totally get it. I'm here for it. And I think things are going
So-
great. I need a D20, though, from one of our waking people. I don't remember the teams. I have a terrible memory.
The team right now, it's Nomad, Bahut, and Jazora.
It's the dream team.
That's the day crew. Sorry. Yeah,
Hmm.
I said Angus, but I meant, yeah.
I'll roll the d20.
Here we go. You gonna roll it in real life, or are you gonna risk it for the biscuit?
I'm rolling it on D&D Beyond.
Let's get it. This way you can't cheat.
Damn, son, call you a cheat
God.
like that.
Damn it.
There's the 5. It's been 2 days since you guys have been discovering tiles, so we're gonna add +2 to make it a 7. Please roll me a D20, please.
Mister, did your daughters get you the dice that we got you?
yes, they delivered.
Oh,
them
nice.
successfully.
16.
Man, I love dice. It's early morning as Jasora is, again, maybe she's like keeping an eye on the Kelpie, the unnamed Kelpie. But you see it first, Jasora, as everyone on the ship sees it in the sky overhead. A single flaming comet moving slowly across the sky.
Whoa. I point to it.
You burst into flame. That is, and otherwise, these are calm seas.
Oh, that was cool. And I pet the Kelpie.
You climb all the way down the crow's nest, pet the Kelpie, and then climb back up.
I see it. And I make a wish.
Oh. What do you wish?
I wish for calm seas all the way until we get to where we're going.
Do I also see this?
Yes, you do.
I wish for those nunchucks.
And
I love that.
an angel seraphim appear. No, none of that happens. But a single tear rolls down your face in the shape of a nunchuck.
It'll be extremely satisfying when I see Angus fly across the like come down from the crow's nest with the nunchucks to slap some kind of monster.
The flaming
I'm here for
nunchucks.
Yeah,
That's
that'd be great.
nothing else of interest happens. You guys can roll again. And we're gonna add plus
Nothing
2.
else of interest. That was everything.
That was it?
That was
I'll
beautiful.
roll again.
Let's see if they got 1, baby. Those people are never gonna wake up.
A 6.
Fuck yeah! Is that the with plus 2?
No, so an 8.
8. Okay, that makes a difference. My dog. Go ahead and roll a d20.
Okay. $13.
Hey, another comic.
Hmm. It's just afternoon. You've had your lunch ration. And you see green clouds straight ahead to the northeast. Storm clouds. The wind
Green?
whips up. Yeah. Have you ever seen a green cloud? It's bad.
No.
I've only seen it a few times, but that's when the weather is bad. It is an ill portent. It is a sign of the wind is doing a very bad thing. But it is just to the northeast. Yeah, there's a light rain, and the wind is blowing against you. But right now, you're still able to sail northeast.
Should we put sails up? I asked Angus if we should put sails up until the storm passes.
Probably a good idea. Probably avoid the little damage. Put the sails up, but might have some issues with sailing.
Yeah, I was about to say, your movement will stop.
Yeah, but I don't think we should go directly into the storm.
Hmm.
It's up to you. It looks pretty scary from up here.
What was that quote Sarah said like 3 sessions ago? Boats are safe at shore, but that's not what they're built for. It's not what this ship was built for. For some business.
What's dead
For
may
sure.
never die.
That's right. Well, in this game, if you do die, you will be dead. But that's fine.
Angus, your second in command. I'll let you make a call.
Yeah, it's the first mate. Yeah, first mate. He's
I'm
the
gonna come
ranking
down
officer.
Can I get down from the crow's nest though? It's gonna be storming.
Yeah, but you know
You
what?
definitely
You
would.
land on the Kelpie.
No.
It lets out a yelp.
Can I see like how deep the storm goes? Like how long we would have to endure?
I'll take a survival, I guess. So you eyeball it. This is a tough check, though.
A 9?
You're not sure. It looks bad. You can tell it looks bad.
How far away are we from our current destination, our final destination right now? Do we know?
I don't think
You
we
don't
know.
Mm,
But you can tell that it is not moving towards you. Like, it seems to be static.
let's see. Static, so that means if we were to like sail like just like along the storm, we would be fine.
You get that sense. In mechanical terms, if you just don't go northeast, like if you go one tile in either direction, you will avoid it. Mechanically speaking.
Let's just do that. Let's just avoid it completely and just move over a tile and then re-navigate in the next.
Rerouting.
Rerouting.
Yeah, rerouting our GPS.
Sounds good.
Makes sense to me.
Good executive decision.
That's why he's the first mate. You guys going east or I guess north would be the other option?
Yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna go north.
North it is.
Wait, was that your second move?
It was my second roll. Our second roll, yeah.
Yeah, so it's time to switch out for the night crew. So you would tell them like,
We're headed north.
don't go exactly northeast. The rain is still pelting down, kind of hard, but it's not in like a dangerous way. It's just wet and soggy, as the sea often is.
Since there's a storm, why don't we, instead of moving necessarily off course, why don't we just take the night off? Or not off, but like not try to go fast through it.
Totally an option.
So,
Yeah.
just like in the perspective of the map, with Angus like cranking that like hard 90-degree turn, it actually threw us slightly off course. We went a little bit more southeast than we'd probably want to go, so going around it in a northern direction would put us closer to on path, so then we could continue northeast. If that makes sense.
That makes sense. So we have these change of shift meetings, and this is where it would come up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we have two options. Well, we have three technically at night. Or the night shift. We can sail and continue on the path. We can use the night shift for repairs. And then the day shift can resume sailing. Or we can do nothing. I don't like the idea of doing nothing, but I'm up for whatever you guys think.
At dawn tomorrow, you will have 2 days to deliver the shipment.
No, I'm fine with whatever. I don't mind continuing through the night if we're on the back course. I just didn't want to veer too far off.
Yeah, I think we maybe sail through the night, and then depending on what happens, maybe we reassess if we sail or maybe we hit land by the time we get there.
Okay.
But I like discussing our options so that we can exercise them when it matters most, maybe we're in combat or anchorage or something.
Is this democracy?
No.
Cheerocracy?
A cheerocracy.
This is a Red
That could be,
Riverocracy.
Cheerocracy, yeah. Let's do it. Let's sail. Sarah,
Who's rolling?
Give me one of them bones.
your turn, Sarah. EMC
You
rolls.
have not had a turn.
I don't roll.
He's the
like this,
captain.
I
The captain
prefer not
doesn't have to
roll.
roll. He designates the rolls.
Yeah. I'm not gonna roll if I can help it.
You guys smell that?
That's my rule.
Smells like mutiny.
How does it smell like mutiny? I asked my question. My roll's a 16.
You wake up, Red River, and there's a knife at your throat, and it's held by a Maya.
Doing his alternate stories. He loves that shit.
And she says,
It's
"You're
16, Drew.
She's a
We don't have rights. It's my damn time, Drew.
The night's dark as you guys are getting some of the dark clouds coming off of this powerful storm, but you narrowly avoid it. And you see something in the distance after only a few hours of sailing. Torches. And an island.
Hell yeah.
And that's where we're going to end it.
What was that directly northeast or
Directly north.
directly north? Okay.
Directly north. But good job, guys. That's 10 sessions, I think, without getting killed, which is 8 more than I thought we were going to make. This is very exciting.
Damn you, Drew. Damn you.
This is great, though. You guys are doing fantastic work.
Woohoo.
So one thing, I am in Orlando next week. I'll text you about it, Japer, because obviously we need to hang out. But
Yeah.
I get in
I'll be here.
Tuesday morning.
Yeah. Do it.
I would push. We'll put a poll and people can vote on whichever you'd like more. I was gonna say let's do a Sunday night, and then take a week and do a Tuesday. But I'll put a poll and I'll put specific dates.
I definitely cannot do Sundays.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So it'll be 2 weeks, guys. Be Tuesday. Not next Tuesday. Yes, next Tuesday. Does that make sense?
Yes.
But yeah, this is good, guys. You're doing great. And somebody contact Huevos in your whatever channel is appropriate.
I sent him a clip of you
Oh, okay.
saying
Good.
that to him.
Yeah. Eddie. You're my boy, Blue. No, but great job, guys. Very proud of you. Oh, I had something more
Thank you.
Nah, that's okay.
Yeah, thank you.
No, thank you all, and may God have mercy on your souls. Wait, we need to have a good. I thought about this too, guys. This is just a second. So, do you guys like? Should I be like, if you want to follow Swiffer, follow her on Twitch, and then put that on the screen? Is that something? If you want to be a hoodie like me, follow him on Twitch here.
You can if you want to. That's up to you.
Oh, you know what? I got a good closer. Everybody ready? Say one cool thing you're watching or reading right now. I'll go first. There's a show called Shogun on FX. It's very good. JP specifically, I think you'd really enjoy it, but I think everyone should watch it. It's just
So
called
FX is Paramount, or what is that?
Just FX. It's on Hulu. That's how I watch it.
Oh, Hulu. Okay.
I know there's so many fucking streaming services, and God bless you if you don't have it. I mean, it just is what it is. But it's really cool. It's my next like peak Game of Thrones show. Like, it's really got the potential to do something like that.
Yeah.
The second season of that Game of Thrones one is coming out soon.
Yeah, I'm excited. House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
Or just a cool thing. You don't have to be watching it or seeing it. Just a cool thing.
Kevin and I are watching through all of Harry Potter right now.
Ooh, which one are you on?
We just finished Half-Blood Prince.
5?
Yeah.
6? 4? 5?
6.
6. Jesus Christ, there's so many of those movies. How was it?
Have you even watched any of them? You were not a fan.
I had a ex-girlfriend that was really into it, so I've seen them all.
Me or Drew?
Drew.
Yeah, I've seen them all.
No,
Not a
I
huge
know about
fan. It never clicked with me. It was a Cindy thing. Like, that was a her thing, and that meant by default it was not a Drew thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a Cindy Sarah thing, yes.
Yeah.
Huh.
What about you, Jake? Are you watching anything cool? You reading anything cool? Or playing anything cool?
Helldivers. No.
Helldivers is pretty cool.
Hey there.
Helldivers is pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Helldivers. That's it.
Swiffer and I are teasing a special segment that we're gonna do one of these days if she ever finishes the game we talked about. But I'm gonna do it with everyone eventually. But we're gonna do a trial run with Swiffer. Adam, what you watching, man? What you playing? What do you do when you're not playing D&D?
With my little free time I have, I really enjoy watching Bar Rescue.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
I had an addiction to Bar Rescue.
Man, that's
Yeah,
good shit.
I actually met John Taffer, and I'll have a picture with him.
Oh, no shit.
If I find it, I could throw it in the chat. But basically,
Please.
he's got 3 restaurants.
Huh.
One's in Vegas, one's in Boston, and the other one is somewhere random on the East Coast, I think. Probably a little more southern on the East Coast. But yeah, no, he just like casually showed up to his restaurant one day, and me and my girlfriend were having dinner. So
That's
Wow.
I like
fantastic.
how you humble about, like, if I find the picture, like you don't have it.
Like
framed
it's
in
not
your
framed
living
off
room.
camera. Like,
Yeah, in the living
2
room.
feet off camera.
Yeah. Full size, like actual life
Yeah.
size 1-to-1. You know.
I've been
It's his
saying I'm
profile
going.
picture on everything.
It's a cutout.
Yeah. Yeah, cardboard cutout.
It didn't go. I feel like if I ask MC, he's gonna be like, this episode of Bluey was really good.
First of all,
Speaking of Bluey,
F you,
Bluey
Drew.
did come up with a 28-minute episode.
Oh no shit. MC, what are you watching lately?
Alright, no Bluey. The
Coco
3-body
Lemon.
problem.
Oh, did
That
you finish
was,
it?
Oh, that's
I did. And
What'd you think?
yeah, it was lackluster, and I thought it was gonna be like a big crescendo.
They're
but
setting up for like 4
They are.
seasons probably. Yeah.
Those fuckers. So
Uh,
that was the most recent thing.
Do you recommend it? Yes or no? It's a flat yes or no. Do you recommend it?
From my point of view, yeah, I still like it. Yes,
Okay.
I recommend it.
I'm with you. I finished it as well. I'm here for whatever the next.
Did you say? Did you read 3 books? You read?
I know. I read just the first one. I have not read
Just the
others.
first one.
And I probably won't. It was a little dummy thick for me.
The girls and I have been watching. We're back on the anime train.
Toot
So we finished Spy Family, and the Spy Family movie's coming out April 19th. So we're excited about that. And then Tilly likes Sailor Moon. Esme's on Comey Can't Communicate. And
What?
I think their anime's on Netflix.
Sarah, if you guys want, Catherine and I have been watching Delicious in Dungeon on Netflix. It's very good. It's an anime.
Alright, we'll check it out.
Yeah, just if I know you guys haven't. It sounds like you got a full anime plate, but it's really good. Catherine doesn't get into TV shows like that, but we watch it every Thursday when it comes out.
Alright, yeah, no, sounds cool.
Yeah.
We'll be on it.
Cool. But thank you for cousin chatting a little extra long today. Eddie, make sure you email us at whatever our email is. Cousinchat.
Something at Proton.
Proton Mail. You'll figure it out. To the rest of you, kisses. And Swiffer, what's our sign off? We're tired, folks. Give us a break. We're doing
Something Red Bull.
Later.
Something Red Bull. We'll see you while you're sleeping. No, we'll see you later. But yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks. I love you.
Bye.